tripping. Like,
once you said that, I was like, oh, okay. The internet was.
Nigga, it's been on point too though.
That's a hot spot, right?
Yeah.
What's up? We'll get to the more formal introduction, how we fucking do it. Just give us a chance here, everybody. Y'all come on in on YouTube, Twitch, they already in here. TikTok and all that, we get to y'all in just a second.
TikTok. Yeah, I'll wait for you on that.
And Instagram, so, all right, y'all ready?
Let's do this.
What is up?
What's up, everybody, man, and welcome to, we ain't got no name for this motherfucker yet, but let's just call it the 4Kings Wrestling Podcast. It's your boy, man, the phenomenal one, ATH the Great.
And you already know who it is. It's the Fade King. What's up with y'all, baby?
Oh yeah, Mr. Hard-Headed himself, Silk 14 in the building, baby. What's up?
And the elite one.
What's up with y'all? Before we even get rolling, thank y'all for the support and the love on the last podcast that we did. Y'all rocked it, man. Y'all rocked it on TikTok, on YouTube, shit, Twitch. Y'all rocked them views, man, and the likes and the comments and stuff that we received from it. Man, it's very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. I mean, I'm gonna pass it off to one of y'all to give y'all thanks and things like that. I know I'm very appreciative of y'all, man.
I mean, yeah, from every single community, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it was we streaming on, right? TikTok. Hey, man, to all y'all, man, much love, because, I mean, y'all don't have to be here. Y'all can do something else with your time.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing just sitting on the couch right now? You know what I'm saying? You're checking us out. So, I mean, I appreciate that, bro. It's all up.
Thank you.
Well, I'm with it because I love the support. I love the comments. I love the inboxes, the how great we did. You know, how y'all feedback that y'all gave us. Y'all kicked ass on YouTube on the views. Y'all keep on and go back and watch it again and again and again. Because thankful that y'all are here. Y'all can be anywhere else watching anybody else's live or watching whatever. You know, thanks for everybody that's on Twitch from Leroy. I appreciate y'all. Pretty sure y'all came and followed all our pages and stuff like that. If you didn't, go to our pages. One of my pages on Instagram is at the Fade King 210. Go follow my brother's page. Go follow my cousin page. And people that's on my page or his, y'all go follow Leroy. And we'll have all that on there. And then, you know, we probably gonna go down and tell everybody, you know, where to follow again. But I just give thanks to everybody for watching and supporting us, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, don't stop chatting in the chat.
Yeah,
keep it going. I'm gonna try to look down when I can, see what I can from y'all, man, and throw some answers out there for you if we got time. But we try to keep it rolling. Sometimes we got a schedule, most niggas don't. So, I mean, just to be clear here, they're probably got a list of stuff going on, but niggas ain't got no schedule, so we good.
Yeah. So already 2 people in here. My boy Puerto Rico Rock. What's up? Big huge AJ Styles fan, just like myself. And Hood TMZ.
Jersey, what up, Jersey?
So that's one of the guys, man, that
oh yeah, we talking
down
about
with us since day one, man. Like he like when we were doing them fucked up ass
Jersey, you know
what I'm saying?
You know where it started, man.
So, you know, I know it's good for people like them to watch, to see where everything has grown and stuff like that, man. So, before we get into what we're doing, and so far as y'all following on Hayes Evolution, you know now, we're going to be jumping. So, if y'all leaving comments on that, y'all might as well go and follow us on TikTok and on Instagram, because between me and Shakur, we're going to be jumping live in different areas.
We live, baby.
So that's what we're going to do. So before we get into this particular, stuff with this podcast, last Saturday, we were at an event. Y'all guys know it was a kind of posted, advertised almost everywhere, which was WrestleFest 2022. And Hayes Evolution Restoning, we were down there just, showing off my work and just, talking about Hayes Evolution as a whole and everything like that. So I do want to give a big ups to my guy Oscar, man, over at the wrestling shop for giving us the opportunity to come down to Rolling Oaks Mall. Some things in the works. We do have another event that we're attending March the 5th here in San Antonio, Texas. But the love and support for that we got, I'm talking about with people there, y'all on social media, whether it was Instagram or TikTok. I think like one of the videos on there got over 12,000 views, man. I can't thank y'all enough. And just all the support that came from it, from my family, from my friends, and things like that come down to support. And, you know, again, for me, it means a lot because being in year 9 of Restoning, I would have never thought I would get to be on the platform to showcase my work like that. So I'm very thankful to everyone for that.
Well, yeah, I'm glad that everyone that came. I want to have a shout out to everybody that wanted to come, who came. But a special shouts out to my mom for coming, my girl for coming, my aunts and my cousins for coming. Shouts out to Leroy, he came, and his wife. I got to meet his wife, so shout out to his wife. What's your wife's name?
But they all know her as Star.
Okay,
So,
yeah, shouts out
we'll
to
call
her.
her Star.
Thank you very much. I love her feedback that she gave us.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
called by her real name, see?
Yeah.
Trista 14 Star, whatever you want to call her.
Well, yeah, I thank her though, man, that for coming, getting to meet her. And one big thing, she's a Charlotte Flair fan, so shout out to that's one reason she's a Charlotte Flair fan. So big ups to her for that one. But anyway,
She just said hello, hello.
Shout
So I
out.
was gonna call you by your name, but okay, we gonna roll with Star. Okay, you got that.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, it's all right. Y'all deal with that when y'all go home. But she's a Charlotte Flair fan. Well, she loves Charlotte just as much as me.
She does. I'd be remiss if I didn't say, Charlotte shouted out for her birthday. So, on Twitter. Was it Twitter? Yeah, I think it was Twitter. Yeah.
Look at the
So,
stuff that be
you know what I'm
happening to us.
She loves that.
Bless her. She did.
Man.
Hey, shout out to that, man, because that was somebody took out some time. Tom took out of their day to say happy birthday to you.
Yeah, tell her to come do that in April for me too. You got the connections. I know you do. She did it already. But please tell her to do that for me. I know you can do that. I know you can make it happen. What she say? Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Well,
Rico, thanks, man, for that. Thanks for that, man. Man, I appreciate you, man. I'm trying to get through this. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all giving me the opportunity, man. So you one that gave me, an opportunity. So none of this shit. Y'all are a part of this too, man. It's not just about me, whatever. I know I work hard and all that kind of stuff, man. But if I had nothing to work on, then how would I be where I'm at without y'all? So anybody who's ever given me the opportunity, man, thank you. All right.
It's about that time?
Thing?
No. No.
All right.
Short and sweet.
So I know some of y'all are waiting for the wrestling stuff. We're gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all do know, just like the last podcast, we started off and we were talking about mental health. And we really got to talk about this, especially after the events of yesterday. As y'all may know her, y'all may not know her. If y'all don't, go look her up. She's an awesome actress, Regina King. She lost her son to suicide at a very, I think he was 26.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to talk more about this whole mental health thing. And I know for me, I am a big, huge advocate for men's mental health because let's just be honest, let's just be real. Y'all know how it is. It's not taken as serious as it should be.
Yeah.
If it really is getting taken seriously,
Men, black men, especially African American men, that's like, because I've said this before. For African American men, I've always felt that it's one of those, you shut up and don't talk about it. Right?
Yeah.
Like that to me. That's the way it's always been, even for myself. So it's got to change somewhere.
It has to.
we got to do better at that. We got to do better at just sitting around listening to each other, man, and getting stuff out there, because I mean, we never know what anybody's going through, man. And that's gonna be. I think and now it's one of the leading killers of African American men. Yeah,
It is. I looked up a lot of that stuff yesterday. Even men, it's more men that commit suicide than it is women. It's not taking anything away from women, but let's just look at the numbers. It's more men that's doing this. And my thing is, I believe we know, like people know, but they choose to not address it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they know, like it's men out here. Like I think we talked about it the last time. You know, it's men out here killing themselves, killing their whole entire families. We know it's a problem, but it's like we want to ignore it and don't want to address it.
Yeah.
And it can't be that way, man. You got think about it. This young man, money wasn't the problem.
No, it wasn't.
Nah.
But he's still, because, and I say that because we all tend to think, money will solve all your problems. But clearly and I don't think he probably ever really had
We do need to talk about it, mental health, but I feel like black men, we gotta come together in different ways, like we are now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
most definitely.
To where it's not being it looks funny or gay or we looking weak because we
Why did
spread.
we talking about their feelings?
Yeah, like nigga, why can't we?
Yeah,
Why is it
you
a
know
problem? Like, okay, we talking about our feelings, so it make it feel like, well, we weak? No, we not weak.
Nah.
That don't mean nothing, because you
Actually,
probably
that
still
makes
can
you
brush
stronger,
your
man.
ass just because I'm talking to my brothers about something that was bothering me.
Yeah.
But I still can go over there and whoop your ass if I need to. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? Whatever, though. You know what I mean? But
and it's okay, man, to say it's okay as a man to say something hurts you or you and your feelings about something, man.
Yeah,
Like, it really is okay.
Yeah, I've seen, and the thing is, I didn't learn that. I don't think I learned that until probably 2-3 years ago.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Growing up how I'm pretty sure most of us grew up about the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up how we grew up, man, it's like, who could you turn to say, hey, man, I'm dealing with this right now? Like there wasn't. I mean, I can't think of anybody who would actually. I got a cousin probably, but we didn't know we talked like that until we got a little older.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So being a child growing up like that, dude, you go through a lot of shit, man. There's a lot of stuff that you feel like you can't turn and look at your parent and be like, especially your fathers, right? Like fathers are usually like, nigga, what? Get your ass over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that growing up, that was always one of the hardest things. So you didn't know who you could talk to. You didn't really trust anybody with that part of you because you didn't know what was gonna get told to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, 3 years ago, I learned a little different. Found out there's people out there that I can actually talk to and trust shit that I'm feeling. So I'm good now. So I mean, I say this to anybody, my family, friends, any of y'all. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need anybody to talk to, I'm always around. So don't ever feel like there's nobody out there because there's somebody.
Mm-hmm. And don't be afraid of how many times you got to talk about something, man. I just learned that.
Yeah.
I just learned that. And, again, tomorrow I'll be 40 years old. I'm just learning, it doesn't matter the time. Like, sometimes it does. It's going to take you sometimes to heal from certain situations or whatever it is that you're going through, or you're going to go through some tough times for a while. If people are around and you got that team that's going to help you or somebody you can reach out to, don't have that thought process like, man, I talked about this last time we were there, so I don't want to talk about this no more. I don't want to seem like I'm talking about this too much or whatever. Talk about it until you feel good about it.
Oh, yeah.
Or, you feel better about the situation or whatever the case may be. Because trust me, if you got real friends and real people that are in your corner, they're going to be willing to listen to you. They ain't going to sit up and tell you this or that or this. They're going to sit up and they're going to listen to you.
because they want you to get past that anyway, so they're not gonna, you're not gonna feel like you need to. Oh, I don't want to keep bringing this up to them. Nah, they're gonna be real. They're gonna be there listening and keep talking to you over and over until you get to that point to where you either over it or you're getting past it, or they see the progress.
There's a lot that goes on in my brain, and so when I learned that I could turn to people, I got my cousin's like my best friend. I talk to that nigga all the time, right? So he knows what I'm feeling most of the time. Matter of fact, I can hit him up right now. He'd be like, "Yeah, let's just talk." Right? I fucking in here. My wife sometimes I can't talk to you all the time, but we talk. Even my daughter. I think my oldest daughter is one of those people. I've talked to you.
Yep.
Shit, we've had many conversations.
You one of the ones told me, hey,
Shit,
talk about it. We still talk about it. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to talk about this shit no more. Nah, nigga, we gonna talk about it, nigga. We gonna talk about it.
Yeah, my cousin just wrote in there and said like a lot of people feel like they don't want to talk because they feel like you're bothering somebody.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what it is. Like you don't want to reach out to people because you don't want to feel like I'm taking your time. Right? Like I don't want to take your time. Time is something you don't get back. So it's very hard. Even for myself, I don't want to be a burden on anybody else. So I don't want to talk to people. But the people that really know you and care about you, man, they're gonna take the time to sit there and say something to you. And that's we got to get over that, man. That's just what that is.
Is there a little bit of pride in that too?
Oh hell yeah.
A lot of that.
Oh hell yeah. Like, especially like when you look, man, I come from the hood, right? So you known for this nigga, you knocking niggas out all year, right? Like and then when I want to talk about how I felt while that happened, ain't no nigga want to look at you and be like, this nigga, what? This nigga crying. Like that's hard. That's hard, but that's why I don't turn niggas from the hood to do that though. Like I find certain people for that outlet because I know there's certain people that really know you that's gonna sit there and say, hey, I get it, right? Or you see, even that hard ass nigga that you knew back in the day might understand it, right? Because that nigga was like going through shit himself.
Yep.
Figure, man, I thought I was the only one that felt that way, but you start to realize that there's other people that feel the exact same way that you do.
Yeah, we're going through the same thing.
So you gotta let down that pride.
Yeah. I just sat back and listened to y'all because this is an example of how you talk with each other. Nobody's competing here. Nobody's competing. Everybody is saying how they feel.
Yeah.
In coming from their view of how they feel.
Yeah.
But the main thing that I can gain from each one of these guys is they were truthful with themselves first in saying, hey, it's some things that are bothering me inside. Yesterday, we heard the news of Regina King's son taking his own life. Somewhere along the line, maybe he couldn't be truthful with himself and said, hey, I really need to reach out to somebody. I don't know the guy. I don't know all the story or anything. But we're hearing too many stories of people that are taking their lives because they feel like they can't be heard or they can't be truthful with who they really are inside.
Yeah.
So it starts with really being truthful with yourself and saying, hey, man, I'm frustrated. I don't know what's going on with me, but I need to seek help to help me with this. See, we make fun of people saying, oh man, they're crazy, or man, they losing their mind, or they weak, or anything like that. Everybody got a time whenever they weak.
Yeah.
Each one of us done had times where we were weak. But man, as a human, I believe that's why we're on this earth, to be around each other, hear each other. That's why we got 2 ears instead of just 2 mouths. Yep. So hear the next person. Don't judge them. Hear them. You don't know if by you just listening to them and allowing them to vent how they feel, you don't know where that's gonna, that could be their time of where they're pouring out all their negativity and they just needed somebody to just hear it.
Yeah.
They may not need an answer, but they just needed to hear it. Or they may needed to voice it out loud so they can hear themselves say that.
Yeah.
So take this mental health thing as a real thing that's taking over this earth, man, at a wild rate right now. And we need to be that type of medicine for each other. Just listen sometime.
Yeah.
That, and real quick before, while we're on this subject, I have to take the time to shout out Anthony. We're gonna get back to you because he's in here too. So what's up, Anthony? A guy that helped us a lot Saturday. But real quick, faith-based workplace. This guy right here. Follow him on TikTok. And this kind of going to take us into our next subject before we get to the wrestling, y'all. And it's about what you kind of said something. I was going to piggyback off of that. Something that's taking this world by storm. That's this word, narcissism. This guy's platform is based around that. And his platform has helped me too, as well as y'all, has helped me to understand a lot of things that I've went through throughout my life about, you know, maybe treating a certain person this way, or maybe I was treated a certain way. So I had to take the time to shout him out because his videos alone on TikTok have done wonders in my life. So if you guys are not following him, make sure that you're following him. But I do want to, we got to our mental health stuff. So let's talk about this word real quick. Narcissist. Like I tell people before, let's just say 8 months ago, something like that, the only thing I knew about a narcissist was Lex Luger. That's it. I'm not even gonna lie. That's all I knew about one. I've never felt like I dealt with one, or I never felt that I was being that way to anyone. But my question to y'all is, do you, one, think that it's something that's taken over the world? Or two, a question, do you think that it's people that are using this so far as a scapegoat so that way they don't have to explain their actions and what they do? They can just say, oh, well, this relationship didn't work out. He's the narcissist or she's the narcissist.
100% for me, easy. I'll let y'all go. That's 100%.
That's a hard one, right? Because I do feel like, one, I think the word's overutilized.
I do think
I
that.
think people use it, and I really think it's taken out of context of how it's supposed to be used. Because I've been called a narcissist, and I know for sure I'm not a fucking narcissist. But when the way people use it to spin what they don't like about somebody, it's the way I've gathered how people use it nowadays, and it's like, so everybody's a narcissist now, like, and I don't see it. Like I really, that word bothers me. Like it's always bothered me though. So
True.
I mean, I don't know how to take that word sometimes, but that's just me.
Narcissist. I think that's their people just need to say it, man. Everybody is selfish at one time. You feel what I'm saying? What's this cut through straight through the bullshit right here? Everybody's been selfish one time or another in their life. If it's in a relationship, if it's in in your professional life, if it's just in simple of man, hey, I want a little more on my plate type attitude. You've been selfish. Or somebody don't want to deal with you. That don't mean they're being a narcissist.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they're this person that has this evil mentality coming at you and it was just pinpointed for you. No, some people just understand, all right, this season is over. Stop using that freaking word and just say, you know what?
No, just say you don't like me.
That's it.
That's it.
Just tell me you don't like
Just
me.
be
That's cool.
honest.
I'm fine with that. I am perfectly fine with But but because, and when I tell you I don't give a fuck, that's gonna make me a narcissist though, right? Like,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like, oh, he said that, so he's a narcissist.
But
No, it's a maturity level on his end. Let's just be honest. It takes a maturity level to say, hey, you know what? I don't really, hey,
This
I
ain't
don't
gonna
care
work for me.
Yeah, like I don't care. I don't care is another way of saying, guess what? All right, I get it. You don't like me no more. That means if you don't like me, that means that opens up somebody else to like me.
True.
Or we can even put it like this, even simpler. You don't even have to tell them that you don't want to be with them. I don't like you anymore. I just want to take a break. And you automatically just, this is the problem I have with really, to be honest with you, I never even knew what the narcissist word meant until it started going just spiral. Everybody was just started using the word. A situation came, so I had to educate myself on it. It wasn't with me, but it just was a situation that came.
We can put it out. It was with me.
With him. It was with my
Hey,
brother.
we
So I
win,
had to
win.
be able to figure this stuff out so that way I can know what was going on. But I feel like people use just because you have one or two traits that they call or have in a narcissist, then that clarifies you as a narcissist. I don't believe that at all. Now, if you're a person who's plotted a situation, and then you going through with it, and then in the end it doesn't come out to be how you wanted it to be, then yeah, you probably are a narcissist. If you planned this whole evil, whatever it was, beforehand. But if you have little traits that, because this is what I feel it is, you can have something go on, somebody says you were using them. Oh, well, you're a narcissist. Well, no, that doesn't mean that he is a narcissist or she's a narcissist just because you felt you were used. That's just one trait that kind of goes into being a narcissist. That doesn't mean that that person is a full-blown narcissist. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, I feel like right now, this word is just so, it's just like with shoes or whatever's hot at the moment. That word has been hot for I don't know how long. Now, people use it, and that's the way that they use that word for excuses for doing the shit that they do.
It's the flavor of the time right now.
If they feel like somebody rejected them, they want to use that or use that as the scapegoat to get out. But I don't even feel like it's a lot of narcissist people in the world. I just feel like everybody has narcissist traits.
I mean, but a disorder in which a person has an inflated sense of self-importance.
And guess what? Usually the person that's saying that,
That's what
It's probably the narcissist, right?
Look, amen.
Right?
Hey, look,
First of all, I'm sitting here and I'm wondering to myself, who the fuck doesn't have an inflated sense of importance of themselves at some point in time?
everybody's been selfish. Hey, guess what? If this room is burning, you think I'm gonna say, hey, Leroy, go ahead.
Go to the boy first. No, you're fine. You go.
No, you're first.
No, nigga.
No, you go out that door. I stay here with the burning fire. Come on, man.
Like,
Come on.
But my thing is, and of course because you see it's already, we got to get ready to go to the wrestling stuff. But let's go ahead but my thing is with it, I do feel that it's used as an excuse so you won't have to take accountability. But I do believe that here's the thing, because it's really are people that are out here in this world, they're really fucked up like that.
Yeah.
They see something and it's like, I want that. And I'm going to do and I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want to get that.
Yeah. Build a story.
So I was watching
Brittany
Murphy. I was watching this thing with Brittany Murphy earlier, right? Because me and my wife, we sit around watching interviews. Like the guy that she married, complete narcissist, right? Like manipulated her on how everything he wanted to do. Her mom, fucking 3 other women probably, and would get them to do everything that he wanted them to do, right? And so you can just sit here and tell that this guy was a narcissist. Like, you can't talk to anybody, you can't do this. You got to pay attention to me. I run everything in this house. Like that's to me sometimes that is a definition of a narcissist, bro. But
that's what and I think those are the type people that people are making these content about. But everybody they run across a video, read a book, and it's like, oh, he said he didn't want to talk to me anymore. Or he said he wanted to take a break. Oh no, he used me. He did. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. And that's I think that's why it's got so blown out of proportion. That's my issue with it, because it's like like you just said, it's like the flavor. Let's the trend. So that's what talk about. So my thing is to people that are either educating themselves on this stuff or whatever the case may be. Watch what you're listening to and who you are getting the information from, because a lot of people are just on here because they know, hey, you know what, this is gonna get me clicks or this is gonna get me likes. Yeah. So you gotta watch who you are, because it's really confusing. To be totally honest, that's why I said don't get too deep in it, because that shit will confuse the fuck out of you.
See, I like what my wife just said. Confidence or self-assurance can be misconstrued as being narcissist. Mm-hmm. Knowing what you want can be viewed as being a narcissist. Like and that's crazy to me, because I'm a confident person. Like, I know what I want in life. Like I know what I want to do. If you talk to me, you're either gonna like me or you don't. That's fine. But when you talk to me, you know that I'm probably gonna tell it the way it is. That doesn't make me a narcissist.
No.
Like
Dang,
that just makes me a fucking person that doesn't put up with bullshit.
Yeah.
Like I want you to know where you stand with me at all point in time, and I want you to do the same. I'm not gonna call you narcissist if you say, nigga, I hate you. I'm like, okay, right? Like you don't like what I just said. That's fine. Like that,
And why
I might not
people
like what you
just can't
say
say
every day, but just because you don't agree with me or you think that I'm talking about what I want to do in life more than you doesn't make me a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk. But
I think this, let's just see what happens in the next year or 2 years now, whatever word is big.
Yeah.
I bet you everybody will be
You
using
know-
it and saying that's what everybody is.
there'll be another trending word.
Because
So-
about 4 years ago,
No.
That's part of the
No,
part of the whole narcissist thing.
Remember before
Gaslighting.
narcissists though, what was it? Toxic. Everybody's using,
Yeah.
well, they probably still using
Yeah, they
toxic.
still use
yeah,
it.
that was
I think I
2000
Toxic. Toxic.
2020 time. That's when everybody was
Toxic.
really going.
Relationship toxic, this is toxic, I'm not gonna be around you because it's toxic.
Relationships and stuff like that. Yeah, whatever. Man.
I just honestly think too, it's just like people, a lot of people though, they don't want to take accountability for their shit, even when they know that they're wrong. And so it's an scapegoat. That's what I feel like, you know, and I mean, it's an scapegoat. And faith based, you just said we speaking facts. Appreciate you, my man.
It is true though, because right, if somebody gets mad at you, and y'all are having problems, whatever the case may be, and they go tell their friend that, oh man, just a narcissist. Well, now they got sympathy for this person because, oh, you was with a narcissist. Oh my God, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like
you got to re-heal.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're never gonna be the same. Let's talk and let's make sure that you're okay, right? Like, but that doesn't mean that person was a narcissist. Like, and that's not. And this is one of the things I've always said. This is why I never take one person's word for anything, right? Like, somebody come to me right now and say that somebody's a narcissist. I start talking to that person that they talked about, and I find out that this person's not a narcissist at all. This person just didn't like you. Right? Like, because this person's cool with me. I'm cool with this motherfucker talking to this nigga every day. They just don't like you, so you get mad to call them a narcissist. Right? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, chill, man. Like, just say that y'all just didn't vibe.
That's it. That's all you gotta be
That's
honest.
it. That's
Really, just fucking be honest.
I'm gonna read Faith Basis his comment. Once you get to learn the signs and everything behind narcissists, you get a better understanding of people that are full-blown narcissists. Accountability and owning up to yourself is huge. Thank you, my man.
What up,
Hey,
JR?
Daily.
JR just joined in. What up, JR?
Let's see. Let me read Anthony's comment. I've known you for about 7 years now, Anthony, and I like you, not just because you're a belt collector, but also a hard worker and you spend most of your time into your business and your family. Thank
Good
you.
shit.
Thank you, my man. Thank
That's
you.
all.
That's Anthony. That boy, man, let me tell you. Okay, so y'all, let's get on to the wrestling stuff, okay? Because
It's hard to segue.
I don't know if I have any flying monkeys in here today, so that's y'all said some shit. Anyway, Anthony, this guy was on our ass for one. Last year, we was lucky. Let's just put it out there. And it was because we was fucking around with U-Haul. They just made us late. So, but this man made sure nobody messed with our table. He helped us take stuff in. He stood there with us the whole time. He talked to customers. I didn't know on what I do so far as restoning. I didn't know his knowledge was so great. So I'm sitting there like he was talking to one customer and I was like, you know how you kind of be like, well, hold on, let me talk to you. And he's sitting there, he explained to him everything. I went and set my ass back. I said, no, you go ahead on, you handle that. I was like, so just the knowledge of him and he helped so much and he helped the whole entire family, just to let y'all know that with Renee, he looked out for Renee and them and the kids and everything.
Right on.
So, man, Anthony, we appreciate you, man. And, my aunt Renee, she was like, oh no, you need to have him at all your events. I said, he probably will be. So,
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I do got one question for you, and put it in the comment. I know you
you
hear.
said had to blow blow up his phone telling them to hurry up.
Yeah,
We like, where y'all at? We like, we on 35. Like, where on 35?
Kevin, I appreciate him too, man, because it was a little windy out there, and he stood back there on that truck with me going back and forth, and, you know, when my brother wasn't, it just, he know what was going on. I don't have to explain it. But I do have a question for you, man. How did you get that badge? Where did you get that badge? Because I've been looking and waiting. He had had the vendor's pass. Where did you get that from? Because I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, did you pay for it? You take it off somebody's neck? What happened? Comment, please, because I've been thinking all week trying to figure out how you had that vendor's pass. But I appreciate it and thank you for helping me out, or helping us out, you know what I mean, doing what we were doing.
Star, she said, props to Anthony. Yes. And props to you, because I appreciate the support. You came down and supported us, man. I appreciate that so much. Because I really thought it was going to be him. And then that's the thing. I'm on my way. I'm like, all right. I said, shit, it'll probably take him about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Like 10 minutes, he right there. I'm like, ain't no way you come. Shit, I thought you said you was on your way.
Hey, if I said I'm coming. I don't know how, I can't give you the time. But I'm coming. I mean, I try to tell my wife all the time, man, because she, I go everywhere with her. Because one,
that's good.
She's, because I know I could have like trips at times where I'll be like, what the fuck is in here? And I'm slap the shit out of one. So she keeps me calm, man. You know what I mean? So on top of that, I mean, shit. Always, I mean, you know, behind every successful black man, there's gonna be a black woman, right? Like this guy's right. I'm probably not black woman, some of you white, but I prefer, you know, the mixed things of things. So you know, but shout out to you, man.
That's good, too, man. That's good. We got so much. So the wrestling stuff. That's what y'all want to hear, right? That's what y'all are here for, right? So let's go ahead and get started. Let's just start. Let's just go right into it.
Charlotte Flair's the best. He said that, just get right into it. So I mean, you know.
She good until it comes to the fist fight with Nia Jax. Let's get it right.
Yeah,
hey, but you know what? I will say this before you start. Hold on. Charlotte, I did not like that what Lita gave you, the twist of faith, the way you sold that. I didn't like that at all. Whatsoever. That was trash. You should have did way better than that. Now you give these people shit to talk about. It's hard for me to defend you a little bit more, but
she
all right.
still, she showed them pictures and she didn't have no ass. No.
Hey, we know that.
Yeah,
Carver,
bro.
what's up,
lead us
my
back.
man?
Lead us back.
And big supporter, Mark Carver. He's like been down since with our podcast since like day one. Appreciate you, my man.
My man, Mark.
So, all right. Top wrestlers of 2021. Let me go to it and let me read it off. That's where we'll start.
There's a few people that didn't make that list, but I mean that's fine.
Yeah, and some of these names I cannot say. So top 10 wrestlers of 2021. Number 1, Roman Reigns. 2, Kenny Omega. 3, Bianca Belair. 4, Shinzo Tanaki from New Japan. 5, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
All right. 6, Big E. 7, Dr. Britt Baker, which is a woman that's in AEW. 8, Cody Rhodes. 9, Josh Alexander from Impact. Number 10 is Jonathan Gresham from ROH. What do you guys think about that list? That's what I want to know, what y'all think about that list. Is it somebody y'all think shouldn't be on here, or somebody they forgot to put on here?
2021. See, it's hard because I look at the list, right, and every time I've read that list a couple times, and I'm looking at it like, dude, Roman Reigns had to be number 1.
Yeah.
Like,
let's just get that out the way, because I know it's going to be a lot of people disagreeing.
I've said this before, I'm not a big Roman Reigns fan, but that change from what you've seen into what he is right now, bro, like,
that, bro.
I
love you, bro.
I do.
Do what he is, bro.
I
What are you
do,
doing
yeah.
in 2021, though?
He just came back.
But no. I'm beg to differ on that.
Okay.
Him coming back has put on some serious matches.
Okay, that's
These
true.
matches have been on the level of, man, blood, sweat, and tear type matches, where this dude is really, it's that convincing moment of, man, this is over, been busted up, bleeding, you know, drag out type matches. And to see Daniel Bryan on a level like what he is now, from him being almost to the point where we would never see him wrestle, I think he deserves that.
You agree with him at 5? Because I agree with him being on the list, but not at 5. And because he has put in some work, but in 2021, I can't really. And again, y'all know I'm a big, huge D. Bryan fan.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did in 2021.
I'm gonna say yeah. The reason why is because with him coming back and CM Punk coming back, he has put on better matches than CM Punk.
Oh, I must agree with that.
Well,
I must agree with that.
What about if you say that Daniel Bryan? I really don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know. But if you say Daniel Bryan for that reason, would you say Edge should be in there?
That's why I was going with that. Because they should have put Edge on that list.
Edge should be on the list.
I think he should be on that list.
But I'm not gonna give him Daniel.
Why?
I'm
sorry. That's just me. Maybe it's just me. Like,
I'll let you go. I'll say
the
why I
reason
think
why
Edge.
is both of these guys had neck. We know about the history of them. If we don't stay on this channel, we'll educate you. Both neck injuries, you know, their history shows that, man, these dudes can fight. Edge came back too. We didn't think Edge was going to come back. He's an older man. But I am going to say this. Edge's matches have been very convincing. I'm loving it because I'm a big Edge fan. That's my bias. But Daniel Bryan's is something about it. I don't know. I do know what it is. Like I said,
He can just wrestle.
yeah, man, this dude, blood, sweat, and whenever I started seeing blood and how long these matches are going, this dude, man, he didn't have the, oh man, Daniel Bryan's here, like CM Punk had. Oh my gosh, CM Punk is back, but he's putting on some serious matches, man.
I mean, in that regards, I can agree with that, right? But the Edge one, like, I just sit back and I'm like, who did he face this
That's
year?
why I asked, because I really can't.
He did have
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And then, and don't get me wrong, one of those Randy Orton ones was great because I was like, that's a good match. Like,
Oh man.
but then I thought one of them went too long, and I was like, God damn, like, y'all gotta wrap this shit up.
Right.
But I don't. It's hard with me at Edge, man, because he hasn't. I feel like he hasn't really done much.
Well,
Personally,
for me, it's because he won the Royal Rumble. He's all the programs that he's been on in 2021 were good. Whether he lost or we thought, I mean, at one point in time, we was like, okay, that's the next Universal Champion right there. I know it was for me.
not for me.
I
That was not gonna happen.
I thought it was a chance that he might actually win that title. But then even when he got out of the championship picture, the programs with Seth, and even what they doing now, or right toward the end, it's been great. The whole return has been great.
It's like I like the return, right? He came back beginning of 21,
Yeah,
right? Royal Rumble.
yeah.
Fought Randy Orton 3 times. Fought Seth Rollins 3 times. 4.
Yeah. And then, but I mean, they were all.
And I ain't seen him since.
Because he came back in 2020, right? And won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was
all right.
Houston, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, he got that. Then he won the Royal Rumble this past year. So then think about even when he first came back, him and Randy had an excellent program. Even though, they had the match at WrestleMania, and then it was good to me.
I didn't think it was bad. But matter of fact, that was one of the just to see him wrestle in that first match was kind of like, okay, he still got it.
Right.
Like that's what I came. That's what hit me. I was like, he still got it. Took bumps, right? I was like, okay, he's got it. But then they prolonged that, right? And I was like, well, I'm seeing the same thing from him.
Right.
Like, so once again, in my head, I'm like, y'all gotta switch this, bro, because I want to see what he can do against other wrestlers, not just Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Y'all are taking
Then
this
he
too
was
far.
gone for a while.
And then he was gone. Then he came back.
That's
Got
two
into
other
it with
that's my
Seth.
argument of him even being in the top.
See, I'm not saying, I'm just saying for 2021, I think he should be at least at 10. Because he sure enough had a better year than
I mean, for
Cody Rhodes. Like, and that's mine's on there. I think somebody just said that here.
Yeah,
Cody talked, what did, Cody was out most of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
I
true.
don't,
That's
and
true.
I'm trying not, I'm really trying, like, it's 2 people on this list. And
not
I'm
a Cody
trying not
Rhodes
to
fan,
be,
you know
that's
what I'm
what I'm trying
saying?
not to be biased.
Like he's not like
Him and they got Kenny Omega at number 2. Kenny Omega number 2.
I ain't gonna lie, his mouthpiece was kind of cold.
That
That mouthpiece got him a little.
At 2.
I don't see it too. No.
So he did-
No, I would
be in
think
that top 10. I would
think
give him in that top 10.
I would think Bianca should be above Kenny Omega.
All right.
Right?
I'll go with that. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Because that and Bianca had
one fucking hell of a year.
man.
Right? Like
And it shouldn't stop.
Matter of fact, she might
shouldn't
to me,
stop.
she could be number 1 easily. If Roman Reigns didn't have that big change and have Paul Heyman behind him, like I feel like Bianca might push number 1.
I could stretch that.
because I do think she was the top. Of course, think she was the top.
I can't turn the channel without ESPN. Wherever I was turning, it was all about Bianca, and I was like, God damn.
So I got a question. Got our first question here. You think Seth Rollins should be on that top 10 list? Me, definite, yes.
I feel like he gets left out so many times on a lot of different things. And he's one of my favorites, right? And I'm not saying this out of bias, but I really think he's probably one of the top wrestlers out there, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Okay.
think about the problem. Like,
I
just gotta agree
with
just think about him and Edge, right?
Yeah,
Like,
bro. Yeah.
I don't want to say he carried that feud, but I felt like he carried that feud. I was like, God damn, like, what were some niggas at this nigga's house?
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, man,
That nigga took me back to like old wrestling.
He's very
right, you know,
underrated.
bro.
I mean, the drip sometimes can go, but you know what I mean.
No,
Sometimes
I'm starting to get used to that though. I'm starting to get used to that shit
There's
though.
some shit that nigga should not be wearing.
But that's his style. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And now he got Becky doing it. Nigga, I'm like,
But this, I was trying to say this
That's
to
how
the
it's
end of
What is your child wear?
of the whole show, because it's this relationship that I have in my head with Seth Rollins that I hate this dude. I really do. I don't like him. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
He's too cocky. He's this too much. But have you ever hated somebody? You started liking the motherfucker.
That's how I feel.
That's how
about
most
the
people feel
Miz.
about Roman.
That's how I feel.
Not me, I've always liked Roman, but most people, that's how they feel.
That's where I'm at with this guy. This dude has made me. I despise of his attitude.
Charlotte. That was Charlotte for me.
So you
I hated her so fucking much that one day I just said, God damn, this girl can wrestle.
Bro, I understand. I understand.
And I'm sitting there like, why am I still watching this bitch wrestle right now?
I understand
And I
that.
said, all right, she's not that bad. And then started changing things.
Leroy said it.
Becky did the same thing for me. Like there's a one point Becky would come down to the ring and it was like tight black pants. I was like, this bitch coochie stank, nigga. Like in my head.
I've been saying it for years.
In my head, and you can ask anybody who knows me, they'll tell you.
You're
I was
saying
sitting
it for
there like, yeah, that's here comes stanky pussy Becky.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Straight molded.
And one day something happened, man, and I just like, she puts on really good fucking matches. And I was like, you know what, let me watch her more. And all of a sudden she became that person for me that I was like, okay.
I think she builds herself to get there. Like, that's how I feel with her. Out of them 4 women, she built herself.
The most.
Like, she
But
had to.
between her and Bailey.
Yeah.
I can
Because Bailey almost had career suicide. I got some more to say about my number 2 baby.
But
later.
But y'all can agree with me.
Whoa,
So,
no.
Rollins thing, like
That's how I feel
he
about
made
Braun.
us to
Braun
the
and
point
Bray.
where man, it was everything about this dude. His
Well,
laugh,
I always
everything.
liked
I didn't like this dude, man. Like
I
was
thought
like,
I swear I thought she
who's
was
that?
gay for a moment.
Seth Rollins, man.
Seth
He
Rollins.
like
And I was just like, I
Damn.
couldn't, I didn't like his laugh.
I didn't like him
I
since
didn't like
day
his
one.
swag. And I didn't like none of that. I didn't like him coming out like, you know, with this.
Mid-
And then even with the whole Edge thing, I was like, man, this nigga need to die. You know what I'm saying? So like, now it's like, man, you gotta leave him on TV.
Yup.
You gotta have him go against Roman Reigns.
Yup. Mark Carver, yeah.
Bailey's
Big booty baby. Uh-huh.
Bailey's gonna be back at Royal Rumble. I promise you.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no way she's not.
We get there.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we gonna get there. Okay. Day one.
Very good
Thanks.
show. Very good.
But okay, I know y'all probably wanted, did y'all watch day one or not? We watched it. I know y'all don't give a shit about none of the other matches. Let's just get right to it. Brock Lesnar wins the WWE Championship.
Good call. I'm saying people might hate that. People might hate that happened. But we said it last time we was in here. Right? It was very hard to watch, that Raw and be like, man, can Big E carry the show? And it was like, I'm thinking they seen the same thing that we were seeing, because it's like, I don't think he can do it. I don't think he can carry this show the way it's supposed to be done.
No.
Put the belt back on our big seller.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sucks. I think Roman Reigns is ducking Brock, but that's just me. Yeah, man, I feel like it was a good call for WWE to do it. I mean, I think you could have put it on anybody in that match, maybe like Seth.
He was supposed to win it.
And I hear so many different things. They say that Big E was supposed to retain.
Oh, okay.
Big E was supposed to retain until Brock got into the match, and it was like, oh shit, it's Brock. Like, first of all, who the hell's gonna tell Brock no? Who's gonna? You think Vince McMahon's like, nah, like, you ain't winning the title. Like, fuck, that's your moneymaker, man.
Yeah, that's why. I think good call. I think good call because that. And I mean, that's the next question. I even have for y'all with Big E's title run. It was
trash.
Yeah,
It's not memorable.
It was trash.
That's why I don't even feel like he should be in that top 10. That or whatever.
Oh yeah, Big E.
He didn't.
And I like Big E. I love Big E, but ooh.
I really feel like he didn't do much like in that 2021 year.
What was memorable? Like
Him just getting the title.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna call it. Well, he won the title finally.
And I'm
it's
not
like,
even gonna lie, I pushed and wanted him to have that. Not as much as Kofi, because when Kofi didn't have it, I was pushing for that.
Yeah.
But Big E, I was pushing. I wanted him to have that title, but I'm probably gonna have to say it was a good call to put it on Brock. And then on top of that, what they're about to do with him and Bobby. So.
And then you're going into WrestleMania season, man.
Yeah.
So everybody got to be on point at this point in
It's
time.
definitely a safe move,
Man,
from
it's the
WWE.
best thing they can do.
Yeah, man,
To
like-
bring in my boy.
You have both of these titles that are sitting on some serious shoulders right now, and then you definitely have somebody that's going to push both of these top belts in the company.
Oh yeah.
It's a great move. My bias, it sucks to see Big E kind of go through it like that. But man, to be real, just being real, just because I love wrestling, man, Big E, man, dang, bro.
It does look for me.
Next time
I was trying to find
do get a chance.
I was trying to find the quote that he said because he was he was disappointed how it ended, but kind of disappointed with the title run itself. But that's where I think me and you were talking about this, and I really didn't see it. I think we all kind of were talking about it to where I think he gets another shot.
Oh yeah.
But
I think so.
I think
Not as a face.
that's it.
There's no fucking way.
Has to be a heel.
As a matter of fact, that whole New Day squad is going to have to go heel.
Yeah.
I believe it's coming soon.
Oh yeah.
I believe that's coming very soon.
Yeah.
That's
I
being real.
thought they was
They're
going to
taking too
run
many L's right now.
that, and I thought they was going to run like really what I thought Xavier Woods won the King of the Ring, and then he was just they do where he just gets so pompous and arrogant, and then that's how the breakup starts. But is he still even promoting him being King of the Ring? I wouldn't even know.
Did he get hurt?
Yeah, I don't think he's even there anymore.
Yeah, he got hurt. Big E is back. They said they're back
Big E's
together
back
now.
with
They
Kofi.
said New Day is back. So no telling what we're going to see out of that, but
Hey Brown, thanks for the follow, bro.
it's tough.
And then Mark Carver give Kevin Owens a shot. What y'all think about that?
Not yet.
No, but
Shot
I do
number
think we will see him turn on Seth Rollins.
That's what I was going. He's gonna do some. He's gonna do some
y'all
fuck
know
shit.
that nigga can't be friends with
Yeah,
somebody.
I'm about to do
like-
some fuck shit at the Royal
No,
Rumble.
straight up,
Like,
bro.
watch, no
and
way.
I want him to have that blank stare in his eyes, like just like if he's
But then,
gonna,
you think that's gonna lead to another Seth and Kevin Owens feud for WrestleMania? We already seen that.
but I would like to see it on a level where I would like to see it now.
Like a double heel.
Yeah, I would like to see it now, and I'm being real because did our guy just ask if he should be on the top 10?
What's that? No, he just asked
Okay.
about give Kevin Owens another shot. I guess.
I think we should have given Kevin Owens another shot because he had some serious injuries the past couple of years. This is the healthiest that we've seen him come out the gates. I really think, man, this is the dose of, I guess you could say, the diversity that we can play with these characters right now. Man, he's another part of a character that you can't really duplicate right now. You just can't.
Yep.
He's good. He's good. Man.
Yeah.
Like it took a second. I watched him wrestle one day and I said, hey man, this motherfucker be the top star anywhere he goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started to get he's taking injuries after injuries, and I was like, dude, he's not getting the momentum that he needs.
Yeah.
Him being with Seth right now is like shit. That boost that shit.
Yeah,
I was
So would you like to see him in the championship?
I
Would you like
want
see
to
that?
see him in there, but not at the expense of Seth Rollins. Right? Like, keep that shit going.
Because Seth Rollins is built to take L's and W's, and you still got to count this dude in.
True.
That's one of the rarities that he can do that others can't.
It's so hard with him. I want to see him champion. I just don't think he can beat either of the top champions, right? Like so.
No.
Like,
I mean, you know, he did beat Brock for the Universal like a couple years ago, but
But
I just don't like face Seth Rollins, dog. Like, I'm sorry, I love heel Seth, dog. I can't stand face Seth Rollins. I don't want to see that, but I know it's coming.
Yeah,
It has to come at this point.
face Seth?
I don't like face Seth.
No, he's not going back. He's never going back to face. I can't see that.
Really?
I cannot see
can't.
that, bro.
I don't
I don't
like
want
face
that
to
character
go
he has
face,
right now
but
is
I
too
like
good.
both.
Yeah.
I like face and heel Seth.
I
like Seth.
and that's the thing. I don't mind it. I can watch Seth all day, but I don't see him going back to that. He's got to be that neutral guy.
I like
Love or hate me. Like he has to be right in that middle.
I like him to hate him.
Let
I'm being real.
me answer this.
Cool to me. Like,
Let me answer this this belt question real quick. There's no Brock Lesnar side plates on the belt. What's up with that? Well, he's on the belt. He has those stock side plates. So what's up with that? Me personally, they're making new ones. So the ones that he has currently, they would have been put those on there. He's probably coming out with some new ones here pretty soon. So that's the only reason why I think he still has the stock side.
Or he's supposed to lose it that fast.
Yeah, I think shit. Them
I ain't
things
looking at it that
are
way.
sold, but them things are sold out. You know, them Brock side plates go like that. You think Vince ain't trying to get that money? We might as well make some goddamn. Looking at it from
once again, he is the money maker.
Yeah, so I'm like, I sure would. Okay, let's see. Okay, Brock, now fuck them red ones. We're gonna make you some new ones.
I mean, it's
$100
hard though.
piece.
I feel like he's gonna. It's hard because I want him.
Doing all this today. Come on, YouTube,
Because
man. God, y'all must.
y'all gonna get everything.
Right, bro.
Right.
Right.
Y'all gonna see everything.
Right.
So everybody always wants to know, or this seems like to be the biggest question: who's gonna take down Roman Reigns, or who do y'all think should take down Roman Reigns? This is gonna lead. This is all gonna lead into
this is
some other. So it's leading into other things that I'm sitting at.
That's a loaded question.
Yeah, because I got somebody because I know a lot of people are pissed off about a lot of stuff. But I'm gonna explain why I got them.
Is it all right? Can we answer this two different ways, or do you just want one side?
No, that's it. However you need to answer.
I'm gonna go first because if I had my dream match, you already know. I want family members to be involved in this. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel that The Rock should come back. That's just my opinion on that because this head of the table, the tribal chief, that's something that you can't just break with somebody coming into your family like a Seth Rollins or Kevin Owens or something. You got to have family take that part.
And
Off the top.
he loses to The Rock.
Right. Because really, if you saying I'm the tribal chief and I'm the head of the table,
Then I'm the bigger star than anybody in this.
Yeah.
So it has to be a family thing. See, it's one thing to losing the belt. that tribal chief changes whenever you loses the belt. Because now you're looking at the person that whooped his tail, and you like, all right, man, you know. So you still claiming you the head of the table, but he took your belt. So it got to be a family member. If it's not him, it's got to be the Usos' younger brother.
The Jay, guess who I'm going with.
Oh, why?
Because
I can remember this though. Jay, the one that took all the beating for a while.
yes, not Jimmy, the one that got hurt and had to come back.
Yeah.
Jay, he was there from the beginning, right? He helped Roman get to that point, right? And I feel like once again, it's family. I don't feel like The Rock. Yes, that would be cool, but it'll be a lot sweeter if you have that person that's been under you or someone that everybody looks at as lower of you. I mean, they ain't did nothing really big, and only with him and his brother.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have no universal title under his belt, no war, none of that. So this is the way to get him to that next level. You get him to that next level, he'll have that beef with him and Roman, keep that family feud in there. That's instantly gonna help Jimmy as well too.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean like, oh, well, Jimmy gotta have a title too. No, he got his brother with him. Now he's the child of truth, and he got his brother Jimmy right there as his right hand man. Now the right hand man is the child of truth now, and his brother is the right hand man. It's a good storyline. That's why I say it has to be Jay. I don't see nobody else doing it. Because if you have The Rock or Brock or Bobby or any of these other people, once that happens, Roman is so hot right now. So once that belt is off of him, it got to be the right person to take it off of him, because whoever takes it off of him, they're going to get looked at as, okay, well, you dethroned Roman or whatever. And then I don't even know if his flame is going to still.
Sorry for y'all on YouTube. So thank you very much, YouTube, for keep doing that. So first, Mark Harper agrees with you, but he said he don't think Vince would do that.
Mm-hmm.
But then he said too that no, Roman should beat The Rock. That's with what you said. That's what I agree. I think if they race, I think Roman should beat The Rock.
Yeah.
But here's my answer. I'm gonna say his name and I'm gonna tell you why. I think the guy that should beat Roman Reigns is Walter.
God, bro.
Why? Walter he had the UK title for 5 years. Well, literally he didn't have it for 5 years. But that guy is like almost the.
Is his name still Walter?
No, they switched it. So that's what everybody's beef was this week. But just what he's done, and then you would bring him to the main roster. I would even enjoyed it that you bring him to the main roster, put him in the Royal Rumble. He wins, and then he goes, he faces Roman Reigns. He's a guy that's believable that can beat Roman. Because that's just me. Like, and I'm not saying this shit like I'm a fan of Walter as well, but I'm really just talking like wrestling. I think that's the guy that you can have that can beat Roman and take the Universal title.
Do you think that afterwards, after that happened, do you think that will be good for him after? You know how they do that when they bring somebody in, most likely in Royal Rumble or something, they end up going to be the champion, beating the champion, and then their run is not really.
No, I think if they do it right with what I don't see Walter as no U.S. champ, no Intercontinental champion. I see him as a main event player, and just how dominant his whole career has been already. That's why I think you won't mess that up. But we know Vince will somehow, some way find he's already fucked it up by switching his name. So they fucked that up. Yeah. But I mean, even if I know he was down, but I just feel like this guy is a main event guy, and you can put him in there, and that's the guy that can take Roman down.
I can see that, but I can't. I must say, I think it's hard, right? Because somebody like that, he comes in. I think you have to give him something to make him more relevant on the main card. So I don't automatically put him in a feud like that. So you push him for the championship first.
I just don't see him in the mid card.
I can see it though, because I can see him bringing relevancy. I can see him bringing the relevancy to that title, which pushes him to thrust him to that Universal title. Right?
But that's why I don't think he needs that though. Like I think that's what I'm saying. I think he's already there. Like I think him
so just make a big star
for so long.
But we have to think about how many wrestlers we've seen in NXT who was there, right?
Right.
Shinsuke, great, right?
That was because
They couldn't just bring him in and say, "Here's the WWE Championship, or here's the Universal."
Right? I agree there.
But he's one of the people that could have easily came up and said, "I'm taking that title." Kevin Owens.
I can go with you with KO.
Yeah, like that's another guy. I can sit there and say, like, this guy could have probably came in and automatically took a title, but we have to make him more relevant on the main card first.
I understand that.
So to do that, you have to give him something smaller, like to just boost that. You know what I mean? Like to boost that popularity.
But you don't think that him holding the UK, that's like holding?
No, it's hard. It's hard, right? Because I think the UK title is dope. I think it's dope. I think holding that title for them is great. But does the UK title mean as much as the NXT Championship?
No, I agree there.
See what I'm saying? Like, so neither one of those titles mean shit compared to the WWE or the Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So in my head, I'm like, you have to bring them in. Your mid-card title, not the United States. I can't see him holding the United States.
No.
But the Intercontinental Championship, I can see somebody like that holding that title just for a second to say, hey man, like, okay, you're the Universal Champion. I can beat your ass at any point in time.
Oh, what do you say? He comes in, gets the IC, and then you have sort of maybe a champion versus champion match.
That'd be cool.
You know, because like I said, I just don't. I feel like the UK title run he had with the belt for almost 2 years. I think 2 years.
Yeah.
Somebody let me know.
Kind
They
of
got
deal
almost
on
2
that
years.
shit.
Yeah. So and how they made him look dominant, basically unfucking beatable. His chops held the shit hurt when you look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just I just feel like he has that, like he has the presence, he has all of it. So that's the only reason why I'm, because we like you said, we talk about the Brocks, we talk about Bobby, we talk about all these guys, but it's like who's gonna come in and like where Roman is at, like he said, motherfuckers in God mode right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like that's like a surprise, like it's like. Okay,
Man.
but that's just my answer.
But see, what I say is because you get that under the radar type shit. You get that surprise,
and it's something that hasn't been done in so long.
Never happened. Yeah, you're right.
Hasn't been done in a while.
In a while, 'cause I can't
Where you
remember
have
the last time.
sort of the underdog beat the leader.
Yeah.
you
Like
had
somebody that helped him. Because really,
early 2000s, man.
he has that argument to where he could say, well, Roman, you wouldn't be where you at if it wasn't for me. So now I done got to this point. Nobody can beat you, right? You the tribal chief. Okay, I got you to this point, helped you get to this. Now I'm gonna beat your ass. I beat you. Now me and my brother gonna be here. He the right hand man, and then I'm the tribal chief or whatever you want to say. And they keep that run going. And then eventually down the line, you got the brothers go.
I like it. I like that. Because that'll make one hell of a feud. Like, I can guarantee.
Because him and Jimmy, if they ever both get up to that major level individually, and they can go at each other, that's history.
I mean, but I can tell you that if Jay's gonna get it, Jay's not gonna beat him without help from Jimmy. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
No,
that would be good. Yeah,
that help. Yeah, he's gonna have. He's not gonna beat him just fair and square. I don't even think that should even happen like that. No. Jay should help him just like Jay helped Roman all that time.
No, that's all.
But we didn't get yours though. I think we didn't get yours.
And it's crazy, right? Because in my head, I was sitting there like, they brought Seth here for a reason, right? Like,
God, you trying to get me to get my Royal Rumble pick away?
Because I look at Seth. This is the one guy that Roman cannot beat.
Hey, yeah.
He hasn't beat him yet. And it's one of those things where I look at Seth and I'm like, can he do it again? Like, can he do it? And it's crazy because I look at WWE and I kind of know how it's gonna go. But it's gonna be like that. No, he's gonna beat Seth to finally prove that he's like the top guy. But in my head, I'm like, it's Seth, right? Like Seth has gotten the best of you since I don't know when, bro. Like come on, man. Like Seth is my guy. Like Seth is always gonna be my guy to beat Roman Reigns.
I'll just give my pick away because I think that's what's gonna happen after Royal Rumble.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I think. I think,
and I feel like that can go any way, but Seth is. Come on, man, that's Seth.
Yeah, I think that happens. And I think you get. I don't know. I just feel Seth's gonna beat him at the Royal Rumble, and Roman Reigns somehow gonna end up in the Royal Rumble.
I would love for that to happen. I would love for Becky to come out and help that shit. Just to be clear, because that nigga Roman was talking shit.
Yeah, he did shoot a
And,
slug like that.
you know what I'm saying?
He shot a slug.
Hey,
That's
hey,
exactly
shout out
like
to
the
Blake
way
for the subscription, bro. Hey, thanks for that.
Yeah.
I would love to see it, but the thing is, but one of the things that I hate though, I love that theory with Jay, but I hate them breaking up families like that, bro. It pisses me off so bad sometimes. Where like I'll sit back and I'll be like, God damn, they did it again. They did it again. Like I want to see this family stay together. I want to see this family strong. They're gonna break it down.
Wait. Let's stop that right there. What's the if Vince would do it to his own family?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But once again, in the end though, like after all this, because all families have
Everybody
going
fight.
on.
Right.
Let them have that little moment and create some type of history in there. Build Jimmy and Jay on that level with Roman, or try to, whatever. And they actually come up with this stable or something, and they all have belts or whatever.
And you believe me, I get it. It's just it's hard to see a culture torn down again, right? Like so they build them so well, and then they just break it, and they break it, and then it's like, God damn it, y'all had something great. And I get it, it can be great again, but then I feel like that next run that comes out won't be as great as this one, right?
What?
But all good things.
Oh, he's not.
yeah,
Roman
yeah,
is
I
not.
agree.
I'll say Roman
Yeah,
is
you're
not
right.
having
You're right.
a better run than what.
Than this.
I don't care if he's a 9-time Universal Champion.
No.
This one will be the one we all remember.
That's why it's something like that. Know what I'm saying?
But it's
He's
very
grabbing.
important though who takes the belt off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
if it wasn't Jay, I agree with you. I would probably have to go Seth.
Well, because I look at it and I say Seth can beat him, then Jay can be like, you're not even a tribal chief no more.
But what is that
and
going
then
to
you
do?
can still
Boom,
have
then
some
you
type
have
of
that. Yeah. I see that I get. Like that I can understand that to a T, man.
But what is that going to do for Seth? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Seth?
what is that
Or
going
he
to
wins
do
the
for him
Universal.
whenever he wins it? Like, where's that put him at?
I mean, I think you keep the storyline going because I think you can run with that for a minute to where
With him and
Roman
Roman.
ain't never beat him, not for a championship.
Not for a championship.
So I think you can get that.
Beat him, period. Not even without the championship. Tell the truth.
That's something we going. Somebody look that up for us. Has Roman Reigns ever beat Seth Rollins ever in any type of match? Somebody said, Mark. What about Tommaso Ciampa? No. I don't. Tommaso, they passed.
I thought
Yeah,
I personally thought Tommaso was
He's been in NXT too long.
Yeah.
I don't see Tommaso
That's
coming
nice.
out. And he's my favorite he's my favorite out of NXT. I love Tommaso Ciampa, but I think man when he was hot,
his way out, man.
yeah, I can't.
I personally sometimes feel like he doesn't belong there, but it's just it's one of those things. Like he's a great champion when he is champion, and then they diminish him sometimes, and I'm kind of like, why are you still here? Why didn't you push off? When Adam Cole left, you probably should have been a little bit like,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
sad, bro. When you
like-
bring that up, it's really sad because like his time has came and gone.
Tommaso
It's
Ciampa.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's nothing else that you can really do with him, man. He's a good talent, man.
Now let's move on to this. And after this one, y'all guys are jumping on live on TikTok after this one. And this is just a question to y'all. According to WWE sources, Vince never had faith in Balor. To him, Balor is a high spot guy that doesn't sell in a way that means box office. He sells, then he's just doing a spot. And Vince just thinks he's a filler on the roster.
Ooh, boy.
Vince McMahon done lost his fucking mind. They dropped the ball on this guy so many.
Are they serious?
We
Or
talking
this-
about Finn Balor, man.
Is this serious or this is part of?
You know what?
I wanna get
You know what though? Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, it's very hard with Finn because I can look at Finn and say, I don't think he would sell tickets the way y'all think he does. Right?
Really?
Yeah, because think about when he mainly sells tickets is when, and the only reason he really did was because people want to see him as the demon.
You got
Right?
Yeah.
So without him being the demon, does he sell? And I think I can get what Vince is getting at that because I can look at it and say, yeah, if he was Universal Champion or WWE Champion, do I want to tune in to watch him all the time? Besides his, I mean, personally, besides him transforming into the demon, I'm kind of like, yeah, I can
Okay,
I can leave it.
So Star makes a good point. I'll let you read that.
Oh yeah.
Because I agree
Filler.
with her. I don't
Or
think they
just
know what to
don't
do.
know what to do.
I don't think they know what to do with Finn.
Like,
Do they not know what to do with him? It's hard to book him in a feud with anybody when you really look at it. I mean, who?
you hurt my feelings right now, man.
I'm sorry. I mean,
But you can keep going.
but I always feel like they're gonna. I always feel like they're gonna put him as the underdog against
True.
whoever he fights, and I don't think he should be sometimes because, I mean, the coup de grace. Come on, it's fucking dope. But when I look at Finn, I mean, is he better than Seth?
No.
No.
Roman?
No, but you can put him in feuds with those guys.
Probably could. But you think he should? You probably could, but should he be able to take a title off one of them?
Hell yeah! Like, wait,
Okay, go. Okay.
Okay, I gotta stop this because this.
Go ahead.
Look, man, look. We're in the business of versus, all right? We just said he's one of the greatest underdogs in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You have some of the top stars of Seth Rollins. I don't believe I'm saying this dude this many times in this video.
That's great.
And Roman Reigns. Perfect to go against the underdog person that has two personalities. We're talking as this guy is not the same person as that demon that comes out of this person. This dude can wrestle regardless if he's the demon or not. We done seen it. Yeah, we want to see this attitude and the paint and all this other stuff, but he can really freaking wrestle.
He can go.
They're not letting this dude talk on the main roster. That's why he goes down to NXT, where he can do more talking. So, my answer on that, I don't think they know what they're doing with this
That's
dude.
what I think. Star, you right. He is talented. He
He is super talented. I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of Finn Balor. I just don't. It's hard, right? I don't see him as that guy.
Okay.
I see him as that guy in
What
NXT.
do they do? Because I don't even know, but I believe they dropped the ball with him years ago. Long time ago.
That's his own fault though. He got hurt.
No, but
Wait,
wait.
listen. No. Just really think about it.
He got hurt.
Exactly.
But he's another product of what Vince does to his hurt folks, man. Cesaro, one of those. You can't tell me if Cesaro didn't get hurt as much as he did. We don't know the potential of these guys.
Even Samoa Joe.
That's true. No, Samoa Joe's one of my.
That's what I'm saying.
Samoa
We
Joe's
don't know the potential of.
Time.
A lot of people. Like they're the rightful champion.
Yeah.
I said this about Sami Zayn when he fucking got injured and had to come back. And in my head, I was like, that's the rightful fucking Intercontinental champion. Like let him come out and do what he does. Get that title back. He shouldn't have to wait in line. Seth shouldn't have to wait in line. Finn shouldn't have to wait in line. Finn should have came in automatically and said, that's my title. I want my title back. Instead, you're booking him at the bottom of the fucking card. Why? Because what do you do with him? Like you're looking at the champ at the time and like, I don't think you can take that title from him.
Yeah.
And it's got to be believable sometimes when it happens, right? Like, and you're right. I just don't think they know what to do with the guy. Like it's very hard for them.
That's what I don't think so either. Let me go to the comments real quick. Start with another. You know what? I'm gonna say this. By the next podcast, we'll be on Twitch. So that
Twitch is shit.
Yeah. So that by the next podcast, we'll be on Twitch. So okay. So this one, mess with you a little bit, Leroy here.
Okay.
So they break up the Hurt Business for like the 30th time.
I was gonna drink a sip of water and I just really said that shit.
I knew he was. I gotta hear this one.
Okay.
What?
I want to thank 3J210 for following. Right, good shit. Here's the thing. What the fuck does WWE do? You know how many? This is fucking difficult for me to talk about because this really started to piss me off. You bring them back. I mean, one, they never really put them back together.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm like, is this really a breakup, nigga? Because I mean, shit. Like, what the fuck did they do? Right? They came in, they beat up a couple people for the Hurt Business, but never actually got in the Hurt Business. And then it was like, dude, what the fuck y'all doing? And then I sit back and I'm like, y'all have something special with just that. They don't know what to do with that either. Like,
look at them as a family. Like you were saying, you don't like the family
Yeah.
breaking up thing, but that's how I look at them.
Yeah.
Family. Like y'all broke that up once you
They can't fucking keep a family together, man. And that shit sells though, right? Like to me, I look at it and I say that shit sells, bro. Like there's so many different things I could have did. You feud with any other faction that's there,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be a memorable fucking thing. And they're just looking at it like, oh, we can't have this too many. There's too many black groups right now. We gotta get rid of something. So the Hurt Business is the group that we can demolish.
Facts though.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry. This is the way I think in my head, right? Like this is not. Look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this shit for anybody. Like I'm gonna tell you, like that's the way I feel that's the way I think their thinking goes, right? And this is another reason why that you can break them up, but I'm looking at the bloodline. I'm like, don't do that to them, right? Because once again, like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck is WWE thinking? I don't know what the fuck this man be thinking, bro. Like that nigga pissed me off.
I seen that. I said, oh, we show that's like one of them questions. I said, nah, I'm just gonna ask.
Fuck you, WWE.
And
Pissing me off.
And then I got one for Mr. Elite down there, Nikita Hayes.
My man, my man.
Did I say that name right?
Yeah.
Dick. What?
Give me your name again. Give me your name again. What's your name?
That's my new woman, but you know, hey. And to my wife, yeah, you know, we talked about the Nia Jax thing. That's over. Go check out the new one. She got her bags at the front door. Let her in.
Now let me get to the individual question from the Fade King. Triple H. Okay. Do y'all think wrestling would be where it's at without him?
Okay, so in what aspect? Like is wrestling or
Where was you coming from with your question?
His leadership.
Overall everything, wrestling, behind the scenes, stable builds, his whole impact of wrestling. If there was no Triple H, would wrestling be where it is today? Take Triple H away from everything, wrestling behind the scenes, it being with Steph, everything. Would wrestling be where it's at? That's my question.
No. I'm gonna say no, and I'm not even a Triple H fan.
Not saying that it's gonna crash the shit.
This guy is the man. That's his guy.
Pause with Nia Jax. I don't know that. I don't know that. I'm just reading the comments.
Like, man, y'all be so
you ain't what you think you
You know what I'm saying? But Triple H, man, I believe Triple H has brought some of the greatest talent in on a professional level. And as him being a wrestler, I think he got a lot of guys over in his time. I think he set a strong example. I don't believe I'm saying this about this guy, man. But I think he sets a strong example of what the business needs. They need more guys like that. Not getting with the ownership daughter or nothing like that. But like actually looking for solid talent about the business, about putting the best product out for us as consumers.
Being a student of the game.
I don't think if Triple H was around, I don't think we would get that same quality. That's just me personally.
And before you go, yeah, because y'all already know my answer quick. Y'all already know my answer. There's nothing else for me to really say. Yes, I mean, you take him out. I'm not saying no. It wouldn't be what it is today without my boy H, man.
Yeah, it's hard for me because I'm not a Triple H fan.
Either way, I say ring and behind the scenes.
But I always feel like if he wasn't there, it wouldn't really fucking matter to me, right? Like, but I do like what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
I believe me, the whole NXT thing to me, fucking greatest decision I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
But what about like
because you gave
Evolution
other people a
DX and all
chance.
that?
But I also think him being up there where he was. How many times he had the title?
Shit, we was gonna talk about that shit. Which one? Overall, all the time, 14.
He's had title mainly because who he is. right? Because in my opinion,
Okay.
like I always thought he got those title shots because he's Triple H. He's fucking Vince's fucking.
Not because he's the game, because he's Vince's father. I mean, son-in-law.
I mean, the persona of the game is dope, but I just that son-in-law boost that I really think so. So I also think sometimes that we say that he's got a lot of people over, but I also think he's buried a lot of people. Right? There's a lot of people on that card back then who I think could have ran with titles that got looked over because Triple H is there. Right? So I mean, yes, I love what he's done for wrestling, but at the same time, dude, I mean, would wrestling be where it's at today? Yeah. I mean, they'll just find somebody else to take that place.
I don't believe
Yeah, no, I just the impact that he's had, and I mean, I guess y'all can say I'm being biased. I think about the DXE build. I think he even helped with Sean with the DX that they had, Evolution, the people that he has turned around and put over. I think my only issue, like I don't like necessarily. I mean, of course, the matches he had with the Undertaker. I don't necessarily agree with that's the one thing I don't like, the whole thing, because I'm with everybody else. I think Booker T should have won that time, and also the match with Sting. I think he should have lost that match too.
Yeah.
But so far, like I said, I look back, I think about the Attitude Era, one of the top guys in the Attitude Era. I don't think Austin and Rock could still be what they are, but they had to have that. They had to have that monster heel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think Triple H was that at that particular time. And then it's just the stars. I don't think and that's almost leading into our next question, but that's the way he was able to build that whole thing with Evolution. I don't think we damn sure don't have Dave Bautista if it's not for Triple H. And Randy, would Randy be Randy without Triple H? That's really a good question. I have to sit back and think about. Like, is Randy without Evolution?
Yeah, he potentially could maybe have did what could just his talent, how Randy is, and then on top of that, his dad was already a wrestler too. So he could.
I still think Randy,
but I still
Evolution,
think he needed. Yeah, he still needed that, but I think he still could have went and been Randy somewhat still, because just how he had.
It's a young Randy,
but I do think, and this is where Triple H comes in, right? Like I like Triple H for a couple of reasons, because I don't like the guy, but when you really think about what he did for that guy alone, right?
Even Ric Flair too.
Fucking kid who doesn't know better is trying to do all the stupid shit he's trying to do, and you have a guy like Triple H in your fucking ear, keeping you here, like literally advocating for you to stay at this motherfucker.
Right.
And so in that regards, I look at it and say, yeah, man, Triple H has done some really good things for the company, for the business. Because without him, you probably wouldn't have a Randy Orton, because Randy Orton would be fired. Right? Like,
and you wouldn't have some of these classic matches that you have that elevate other wrestlers as well. I mean, I just don't see it being, like you said, he even buried some people too as well. But I feel like that's gonna come with it. Everything ain't gonna be, just peaches and cream. So along the way you're gonna make mistakes. But I still feel like if there was no Triple H at all, I don't think wrestling would be where it's just like when people say about Hulk Hogan. I have to respect Hulk Hogan, I really do, but I just don't like him.
Opinion, I feel like there's somebody else that can take that spot. Right? Like a Batista. Batista could have easily done it. Right? So hard. I can't look at
Batista is even
like if I look at the wall that you have here, I'm like, man, would wrestling be where it's at is right now without John Cena? Right? I would say, nah. I can't see that. Right? like or The Rock or the Stone Cold Steve Austin's, right? Like these guys, those are those mega stars, right? Triple H falls right up there.
That's how I look at Triple H.
Or the Undertaker.
He's another one too,
right? Triple H, it's hard because I like what he's done in the company, but I also look at it and say I think there's somebody else could take that spot easily. Like, and that's hard because I mean, if he gets really injured in that era where he's wrestling and never comes back, you have Stone Cold Steve Austin and you have The Rock, and Triple H's name is never mentioned again.
But then too, when he did get that quad injury, remember when he came back, that arena
It became a push.
was
Yeah,
crazy.
Oh yeah. And I started to realize, but that's where it's hard because
It just
it's
some people,
difficult with him, man.
Yeah, it just some people I don't see they are get to where they at without him. Even I don't even think we get to see Shawn again if it wasn't for Triple H. Because honestly, I think if it wasn't for Triple H, I think Shawn would be dead. Like, I'm sorry to say that way for all the Shawn Michaels fans, but I think if it wasn't for Triple H,
his career was
I
over.
think Shawn would have not made it.
Yeah, once again, that's one of those things where I look at it, he's done so much great for the company, but can I see the company where they're at right now without him? Yeah,
Triple H.
I'm sorry. I
That's
can see the company still being what it is today, probably without the exception of NXT.
Okay.
Right? Because I can't see anybody else building up that lower part of that development company to be what it is without Triple H. But their WWE standpoint of things, like.
But what about too? Y'all know I'm gonna make all kind of points when it comes to my boy. But what about some of these matches that we love? Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber. He actually between them two up there on the end, Triple H and the Undertaker, they've been in most of their matches.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
They, will we have so much
love
love for those matches? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we can go all day on this subject. You know what I mean? Like I'm a Triple H fan, and like I said, the thing is with me, biased or not biased, I'm going. You know what I mean? I'm gonna defend my boy. With facts, not with just
And I'm not. I did not like Triple H at all. And when I was younger, I barely started liking him. Maybe just off of respect, really. Like I wasn't a Triple H fan, never have been, but he's in that top respect wrestlers when I have that little category that I have. Mick Foley's at number one, but that's a whole other thing. But I'm not a Triple H fan, nothing like that. It just when I look back, I'm like, I don't know, from me watching wrestling from being just at a young age, I just don't feel like it would be where it's at now without him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with a lot of these young wrestlers now, the ones now that came from NXT or development and they were somewhat alright, or they had, little potential, then they end up becoming that. I feel like just by having that there, Triple H kind of
actually run WWE.
Triple H?
Yeah. Like, I want to see what he can do with it. Because what he's done at NXT is magnificent, man. Like, you look at NXT now I don't know what the fuck he's doing now. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I think they're going to change. I think they're thinking about changing their look one more time.
What? NXT? I'm done.
I just read that shit earlier today, and I'm like, again? Like,
I mean, they might as well. I'm over it, bro. With the whole NXT, they didn't kill that whole vibe, man.
I mean, so in that aspect, yeah. I mean, I guess I can see where everybody's gonna look at it and say, yeah, we kind of need him around, right? Then there's a part of me that's still kind of like, I think you can take somebody from that era and really make him another Triple H.
That's how I know my boy was a dominant heel, boy, because people just don't like him. They don't like him at all. They don't want to give 100. They ain't getting done out, but
the other day I went back and I had to go and I was looking at something, I don't know, and he had called me and I was listening. I don't know what I was watching. I know I had wrestling in the background. I'm pretty sure you heard it. And I had to go to my time, and that's what made me start looking back and thinking about Triple H. And I'm like, man, I couldn't stand this dude. But I hated him. I hated him. He was my first love-hate. Like, the person that I didn't like that dude.
I agree to that.
I hated him before Hulk Hogan.
I still don't like him as a wrestler. Like, I don't. That's another one of those I hate to love. Like I hate him so much. I love him. You know what I'm saying? Like the Seth Rollins. Man, going back to this. Seth Rollins. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I put him. Like a Triple H. I look at him.
Yeah, Triple H is a generous guy.
Like it's like one of those guys that you just be like,
he just did.
I don't like you. But you know what I'm saying? So Triple H. I agree with what you're saying, sort of. But I agree with he has put his stamp, and I think things would be altered in a WWE if it wasn't for a Triple H.
Yeah. So let's go to some of the comments and this stuff here real quick. By the way, yep, Star, she said she loved Triple H.
Oh,
I'm good.
she's fucking. She's always good Triple H.
But so and there's another
Trash.
one. There's another one here. And after this, guys, like for real, because I've got to get over to my TikTok fam. We're gonna go over there, but we're gonna take this one. Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz. Thoughts on that?
I like it.
I like it. I'm fucking. Hey, I'm all in on that one. I'm
Man,
like, come
man,
on,
man,
man.
I just like, man, I don't know, man. It's just good to see Beth Phoenix back in the ring.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can agree to that.
It's just good. I don't think.
You like having her just back in the ring, or you like having her when she was laid out on the ring and that ass was showing? You know
I love
what
it.
She was passed out, that butt was like.
Yeah, when she was, I'm like, God damn, that's not bad. But hey, hey, I don't want to get too off subject, but no, I like it though. I like that type of couple little action.
Yeah, like, that shit is clean.
Live.
Bro, I think they need to do more of that. WWE, they'll find a way to fuck it up. So it is what it is.
So now I think this is one of the first questions that we're going to talk about, and then we're going to kind of tie all this in together as well too. So what's one thing that y'all believe that WWE, that you saw in the whole history of WWE? You looked at that and you said, they got that shit right.
Oh, yeah.
Like this right here, they got right.
The Punjabi prison.
You like that? Is that a joke? No, seriously. Seriously. As long as I watch
That
wrestling,
nigga's gonna get mad at me.
Hey,
nigga, hell no.
I still don't know the point. Like, how the fuck do you even win that match?
I can't stand this shit.
I don't even know how you win that jump.
That was terrible. Man, I really take now on that one because that's a. What did they get right?
For me, and it's kind of tied in for what we're talking about, and and also going forward. I feel like something that they got right was Evolution, the group, because at first it was supposed to be this Brian Kendrick, whatever his name is.
I remember that.
So
that would have worked.
So Triple H personally wanted Batista. So for me, I feel they got that right because without putting Batista in Evolution like that, number one, I don't think Evolution would have been what it was. I think that's one of the people that they put in place for that. They got it right. And then of course with what you got out of it, you got more out of it. So that's why for me, I feel like that whole call for the whole group of Evolution, that's one thing. It's a whole bunch of other things too I can name off. But that is one particular thing I feel that WWE got right.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, you damn right about that. Yeah.
How can you disagree?
No, what do you mean like saying like, okay, he's our guy?
Yeah.
You mean it that way?
Like,
Okay.
Because at the time, just what they did with that character.
Okay.
Right? Because at the time, you just like wrestling. I think wrestling was on a downward spiral.
It was almost done.
And it was like you bring in this guy who gives no shits about authority, right? Care less about you or anybody else. And I'm talking from like a trailer park trash standpoint of things, right? Like, and it gave the nobodies the fucking hope at that point. I can't name a motherfucker who wasn't in school flicking off they fucking teacher, man. Like, it was like, nigga. Teacher was like, hey, put your book out.
Fuck you!
And then they elevated what?
You know what I'm saying? Like everything they did with that character, you can't take that out of wrestling, bro. Like that is to me, wrestling would have failed without that guy. Like without that character.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, man. That's to me that's the
right.
one thing they got right.
Be honest. You answered the Stone Cold. I want to say John Cena because
that's what you put in the chat.
like I believe
You
John
mean
Cena,
do the same thing to give him the ball and run with it?
right, for kids' sake. They made it where it's now a kid thing.
That's true.
You're building your next generation of wrestling fans, and you let John Cena be this man. You let him soar as high as the shoot, man. highest man.
The greatest champion out there.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
And
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, there's
Hulk Hogan was that dude for a lot of people.
This is my opinion. He's the greatest champion, like overall.
I think that was one of the things they got right. And they said, hey, at a time where we got to play this PG thing safely, let that dude run with that belt.
Yeah.
Okay, one second. Maybe you're right. You're right. I understand what you're saying. Here's the thing. Without Stone Cold, does DX come on TV saying suck it? Right? Like, Stone Cold Steve Austin is that
Gaslighter.
yeah, right? Like without him coming on fucking screen being like, hell yeah, fuck you, whatever case may be, flicking off people, I don't think you have that same DX as being suck it. Like you don't
Even though,
you know what I mean?
even though them motherfuckers like took it to
Totally.
another level.
They
out there showing their ass and everything.
But it's just one of those things where I feel like they got Stone Cold right because they could, by pushing the envelope with him and showing what he can do to boost the crowd's ego the way he did, then you have people like fucking the Rated R Superstar who can come out and do what he does. And you have DX who can come out and say shit that he does. Shit, you even have fucking a whole black fucking group coming out like, we're gonna go against everything else.
Yeah.
Right? Out that Stone Cold Steve Austin character. And that's just me. But yeah.
No, I didn't think about that, but that's a hell of a.
Because I think the moment that, with that, I think the moment that changed, remember when he stunned Vince McMahon for the first time, I think that changed everything.
Yeah, it did.
That first stunner,
Yeah.
that changed
Is that when Vince was doing the shake?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
sold
think
shit.
I think that changes everything.
Yeah.
Mine, for me, it may sound a little biased, but the reason why I say this is because they get a lot of the debuts and they just kind of get them wrong sometimes, especially when they trying to go outside the box with it, they kind of get it wrong. And I feel like they got it right when they debuted Kane.
Oh,
They
hell
debuted
yeah.
Kane,
Yeah.
that was the right
Hell yeah.
move it was risky, but that was the right move on how they did that.
They said
with
man.
Kane. Yeah. With
That
Shawn
was-
Undertaker.
That was
actually good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
when
fine
they did
move.
that, because that could have been a career suicide for him. That could have just went real bad, but it didn't. How he came out and he debuted, he ripping that cage down, and he come out, and then you got a storyline with it. That's Undertaker's brother. They've been building this, whatever he got burnt in the house or whatever, all this stuff like that. Like how they built that, it needed to be an epic classic debut.
Mm-hmm.
How they built that. It couldn't be this pussyfoot and shit, and then they end up messing up like they be doing now. How they debut these people or bring someone up or whatever, and it just was legendary. So
that's a good one.
That is
I like that one. Yeah,
that's
I
what they
think.
got right.
I think, I can agree. They got that all the way right. But the question I got, we're dealing with Kane. Y'all think they picked the right guy for Kane, or you think? Well, he played more like a man.
He played like a character, like a main character. But back then, I mean,
The reason why I feel that,
I'm trying to think who you thinking about. Shit.
I mean, it's not a particular person.
Oh,
the
okay.
reason why I feel like anybody else could have played that because I do love me some Kane, but I just don't feel like he's big, but it's other big dudes that are more athletic than him and he can move faster than him in the ring, especially now. And he always moved like he was hurt, even when he was younger.
Yeah, that's true.
But now, were they as you got Braun Strowman, that was a big motherfucker.
Sid.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
Sid?
he's
Psycho
man,
Sid,
he is underrated, dog.
Yeah,
I get mad when people don't give that man
He's
credit.
underrated, dog.
Sid. I just, that motherfucker was a scary motherfucker.
Yeah, he was, bro.
Dog,
He
we
was
gotta
supposed to
have a topic where the most underrated wrestler too, because then we can kill that shit. There's a
he-
lot of
he-
wrestlers that we do not name.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think we was talking about somebody the other day too.
who the underrated wrestler?
Yeah,
I mean, I can go.
Tune in for the next one. Oh, for y'all trying to figure out, we're doing our podcast right now. We're on YouTube under Hayes Evolution if you guys want to go over there and watch and follow. But we're here live on TikTok, taking questions, whatever you guys got for us here on our panel here today.
Going in.
So,
What up?
So 4Kings here. So if you want to watch the podcast live, we're on YouTube under Hayes Evolution, and it's live. So we're in the middle. I'm late over here. We were over on YouTube as well answering stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, even too, like Mike Skills too with Kane. I think he got better with that later on in his career. Cause like in the beginning, he never really needed to anyway, and then when he started to, kind of was like. But once he started, when he became you like.
Oh, yeah.
That's when he was becoming
that's
he was
why
on that
my-
mic, and that's
why I
see.
think my answer would be different.
You like
I don't think nobody else could have played that
you like the
character
King-
with Glenn Jacobs
you like the King
without the mask.
without the mask.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think anybody could have did the King with a mask.
That's probably why.
That'd
With
be
the-
a good
with-
boy.
without the mask.
So you like him without the mask?
I like that's
You like
my
him without
favorite
the
King.
mask?
Did I like him? Yeah, I like him without the mask. I like him better with it though.
I liked him better with it.
I liked him with it only because he didn't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be scary.
Scary guy. Yeah.
So when he took the mask off, started talking one with the guy.
Yeah.
I was like, nigga, don't do that. Don't do that. First one, you're stupid. No.
Wait, it's so.
And then it pissed me off because The Rock went off and fucking.
Yeah, y'all know these videos. I don't
This
think I
asshole
about 2
ass
years.
nigga here, and then I was like, man, that looks
Let's
stupid.
party.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
So when he wasn't talking, I was like, nobody can. In my mind, I was like, the only person that can contend with that guy is the Undertaker.
Yeah.
We started talking, I was like, anybody can be.
I think it's just me. Like y'all remember when he used to have him, when he was chained up, and shit like that. Like that shit is just. I don't know. Yeah, and then I don't know. My favorite memory of him is when he tombstone fucking Linda McMahon on that goddamn. I don't know. I just that's like.
Is that what he told her? Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be scared.
Yeah, the drop down.
Man, that's.
I mean, I always look at it like, I guess when you bring up, like, when he's on the mic and all that, like, I still feel like it's something, and I love me some Kane, man, but I just feel like it could have been somebody else, a lot of big men out there who I think who could have
ran with that character.
Yeah, they could, because it was how it was set up, and I feel there's other big men that can wrestle better than Kane, so I feel like they got that out of the way. He was masked. Face, you really didn't need to see that as well. It was how they built that story, and the Undertaker already had it set for you. You got Undertaker, and he's going against Shawn in a Hell in a Cell, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much the work is pretty much there for him, but it's not taking away nothing from actual Kane. What is his real name?
Glenn Jacobs.
Yeah, Glenn. It's
I just
Like
like I said, I just
you know what I mean? It's just at this point, it's kind of like. Nah, can't nobody take that spot because what he's done now, like
and I think that's more with me because I don't think there's anybody else that would have been able to carry that as long as it went. Because I think but they may would have got hurt, fell off.
I can agree
being
with
too
that.
much, whatever, popping pills. The guys we talking about that could have did it, like man, them dudes with pill heads and all this other kind of shit. So that's why I just think Glenn Jacobs is the only guy that could have played that role and do everything that he's done with it. That again, that's my opinion. So this one now, this is gonna be a good one right here. I labeled this part of it the OVW crew. Probably, what is the best draft that they say in the NFL? What was it, the 84 draft?
84 draft.
Okay, so probably the best draft, and it wasn't technically a draft, but probably the best class. And we can argue this, but to me, the best class ever assembled. John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista. Who's the fourth one? Brock Lesnar. And the forgotten one, Sheldon Benjamin.
Yeah. That was
He's enough, man. We
That's
gotta
the
have a
was
topic about
you already know the
wrestlers.
old
So-
I can tell you.
so
right
with
now,
that-
the
so with
Ohio
that-
Valley wrestling was
Right, but with that, and I already see, this is how I want this question answered because I already know the unbiased answer. Who's the greatest to come out of that class? We already know. Like unbiased, let's talk wrestling.
John Cena.
That's gonna be everybody's answer, right? Can we agree to that? Because I know that's gonna be mine. But unbiased. If somebody just these four guys.
Still John Cena. No, I don't know
Okay.
how.
like on
I don't know how because I have to
honestly,
look back because I have to think who came out to challenge everything that was WWE at the time.
Yeah, see, that's how I'm looking at it.
And John Cena was the guy.
Yeah.
Right? Like no matter
Right.
how I try to spin it, and Batista did work Like Batista did, he worked his ass off to get where he got, right? Like I understand it. But he's no John Cena.
Yeah.
And that
Well,
character
John Cena worked too, though.
Yeah,
But like he was the most package ready wrestler that came from that group.
Who's that?
he had
John
to be.
Cena. The reason why is because his mouthpiece was light years ahead of everybody
Yeah,
else
yeah.
You're probably
in
right.
that group. His mouthpiece was just that good, where you were like, I don't care if you can't wrestle like everybody else, but you with that mic in your hand, you're vicious.
Randy's
And
a
that's
part
what
of
he
the
was.
Right,
Yeah,
so
Randy was a part of that.
But Randy didn't have the mic skills that
Randy
John
was a
Cena
baby
had.
at that time too. He even says it, man. I was a
He
kid.
didn't know where he was going.
Yeah,
So
he was the youngest one.
So I'm gonna go through this before, and then I'm not gonna do my charge.
He was
I'm gonna. So you got John Cena, 13-time WWE champion,
the prototype.
3-time World Heavyweight champion, 5-time United States champion, 2-time Tag Team champion, 2-time World Tag Champion, 2012 Money in the Bank, 2008 and 2013 Royal Rumble
Yeah,
winner.
what has the nigga not done?
Yeah, and don't I mean you ain't even said nothing about WrestleManias yet because he didn't.
Is there a belt he hasn't had?
Come
Has he had
on.
the Intercontinental?
Nope.
He has,
That's the only time he hasn't had. So
Let's just be real,
He's done
man.
everything.
That dude is
stages.
he's the valedictorian of that class.
Yeah, man. Because I sit around once again. I have to think, what can't he do? Right? Like mic skills.
got that.
There ain't nobody beat that motherfucker Mike.
And he had this shit then.
I didn't think he was a great wrestler, but he's one hell of an entertainer. But he can wrestle.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
Outside of the ring, what he does for fucking anything, the charities that he's doing, and TV and commercials, and where don't you see this motherfucker? First of all, like he can fucking be a
TV
politician.
shows,
God damn it,
game
like
shows.
you see this motherfucker's hair? Like he should go out there right now and run for president.
He got that ball spot. John got that ball spot.
Like, hey, and if he became president, I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
I would not.
He looks like it.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here. I'm like, it has to be John Cena, man. I can't think of anybody else, bro. Like,
A freaking American hero. Right there.
I mean,
That's
shit.
part of the reason why I be saying he's the greatest WWE champion that I've seen. It's not like, oh, he looked better or he's better than this person or whatever. Like, no, I love Shawn. Like, come on, man. I love me some Shawn. I love us some other wrestlers too, but my bias out of it, and you look at it, John Cena easily.
Yeah.
No, that's what I said.
And bias or not, I feel like it's gonna be John Cena out of that class. And my favorite is probably Brock or Randy, but call it for what it is.
Brock
John Cena.
couldn't be on the mic. That's
Physically, Brock coming from a wrestling background of a true wrestler, yeah, Brock was the true wrestler.
Yeah.
Batista was the true,
Just
man,
big
like,
dude.
physical specimen of.
what the fuck was his name before that? His name was what was it?
I thought it was Batista.
No, he was going by something. He was going by something else, something weird.
Was he with Devon?
The Leviathan.
Or before that?
He was called Leviathan.
Yeah, that's
That's what it was.
Like he was like the physical specimen, you know what I'm saying? Randy Orton was the kid, you know what I'm saying? He was the third generation. wrestler.
Baby. Yeah.
You know, like man, you was bred for that, you know? Shelton Benjamin was the one that people don't realize.
The most
This
select-
dude,
But I didn't want to hear him talk.
Well, they said he couldn't
I'm
talk
sorry.
back there
That's
too,
what I'm
though.
saying. They say he could, but it's the way he talked. I'd be
Yeah.
like, you starting to bore me. Don't grab the mic. Let somebody else talk for you. You're fine. But when he got in the ring, the only reason I put him above a lot of them is because he was a high flyer too, though.
yeah, he was.
Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
Like I can take away his mic skills. That's fine because none of those other wrestlers that we're gonna name that came out of that class could do what Shelton Benjamin was doing. Matches and all that shit, like him jumping off ropes and all the shit that he was doing. He's like the first fucking Kofi Kingston to me.
He's
right?
very underrated.
So I would look at him and be like, that guy did so much, but he didn't. It's hard to compare to John Cena because John Cena. Every single one of those wrestlers that we named, John Cena's gonna embarrass. Like it's just.
Well, he kind of has.
Yeah.
I mean, you think
Randy
about it.
Orton, like Batista, like I can't. You know what I'm saying? From new to old, he's John Cena, man.
So how we talk about this whole thing, right? In basketball, we talk about okay, if we go walk up to a playground and MJ and LeBron and they just standing out there, you have no stats, nothing. Who you gonna choose? So that's the no. So in the rest, so with these 4 guys, you walk into a wrestling center, these 4 guys are in the ring. Who you taking? You don't know their accolades or nothing. Who you taking?
Me.
Are they doing it? They're just standing there?
Yeah, they're just you walk in.
And this is when
they're
they started or
no,
now?
when they started.
When they started.
So you walk into the OVW and you sitting there, you looking at these 4 guys, and they're like, okay, I want you to take this one guy, make him a superstar. Who you gonna take?
Brock.
That's who I probably would take too. It's Brock.
Physical specimen.
So you going with Batista?
I'd probably pick. Oh man, I don't know. It's hard because I'm thinking physical specimen, but then I'm also thinking of longevity.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So in my mind, I pick Randy Orton.
Oh man, the kid.
Because
he had a little gun at that time. He had a gun at that time.
I didn't think, honestly, with that question,
Yeah,
I didn't think nobody was going to pick Randy. I didn't think nobody would pick Randy. I thought the whole panel was going to pick Brock.
I just think he's young and I can build this guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I remember I can do the same thing with I can do the same thing with Brock. But I think
Batista was already in his 30s.
Yeah. I just think I can do so much more. I think I can
rock Batista. Yeah.
I think I can build Randy to sell a card. Right? Like that's the way I'm looking at that. Like I
You was looking at the molding process.
Yeah, I can mold this guy to be so much more than what he is right now.
Gotcha.
Like so I'd have to go with Randy.
Okay.
I would still go Brock. I would go Brock. But honestly, for if it was another one, I'd probably pick Sheldon Benjamin too. Because Sheldon that was different at that time.
Right.
And on top of that, I may sound a little racist on him too. He was a black
man.
dude.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I never really seen that, really too much before. But I know I would have to go with Brock. Seeing that, no accolades or nothing, it would have been Brock. Or I see this black dude kind of high flying, doing kind of everybody else.
Well, see, that's the thing. See, but he's telling us to pick off of them just not moving at all, just walking into there and just seeing them standing in the rain. Now, once again, if they start moving, if they start moving, my first choice is going to be Sheldon Benjamin. I shit you not.
Yeah, because he's flying off the ropes. He's flying. He's
doing everything, and he's not like one of them little guys doing this. Neither.
Oh, he was a big fucking dude. He was a jacked up ass dude that did at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. And I always say that it's not like he was that much smaller than John Cena.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He was a really big fucking dude. Now none of them compared to Brock.
Or Batista at that time.
Shit, yeah. Batista was
don't
get me wrong. John Cena was.
He was jacked, but
jacked.
He wasn't no.
Yeah, even looking at the picture, yeah, he was jacked.
Swole as shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I'd have to go with that.
But I mean, do we agree that this is probably at least one of the greatest wrestling classes, or the greatest wrestling class?
If we got to put it down for what it is, like, man, yeah, bro,
I would have to go back in history or something like
to look at all the classes that came in.
Best class. Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there. What other class was there that came out that was that good?
Yeah,
man?
I don't
that you can remember a lot of the wrestlers
in that
came
time.
out. You know what I mean? Like, there's the Brett Sean, but I think those are two. I don't know if they're two different classes because
who Brett?
Brett
Sean.
Sean.
We'll put them together, like me.
It's hard because you want to put them together because
I don't put them together because one is straight from Canada.
Well, Brett was still
coming from a whole straight up. I'm just gonna call it what it is, bro. You know, like man, the Canada dudes, they wrestle on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers were serious,
right? You know what I'm saying? Now, if we comparing Canada level type guys to the Ohio Valley dudes, that's a little difficult. You know what I'm saying? Serious wrestling. You know what I'm saying? That's
that's true.
But if you take that out,
look at that class of wrestlers who was in that Bret Hart, Shawn, who else was there at the time? Man, you had. Well, it's really the two.
You comparing like.
I mean, the Undertaker came out there too.
In the early 90s.
You got the Undertaker, like.
Well, it's still not done for this class that we're talking about.
I think it's only one.
blazing through there. You know
there's only one that's like that's done, and that's like Batista.
I still think it's
And
somebody
he
else
still
in
was-
that.
But then
class
even
that
he
we
can come
forget
back and
about.
still wrestle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you know, they all say they're never coming back, but.
He came back once before.
I think it depends.
Yeah, I don't know. But you're probably right. That's probably the best class, man. I can't think of anybody else that can. Yeah, man.
Because then when you even going into the next thing that we talking about, and it was, you know, the most WWE title range, just the WWE Championship. So that one, the spinner, the wind eagle, all of that, just that title. You got John Cena with 13, Randy Orton with 10, Triple H with 9, The Rock with 8, which surprised the hell out of me. And then you got 3 people that are tied for 5th. Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Hulk Hogan with 6. So the question out of that was, Brock Lesnar, should he have more, or he doesn't have enough?
No, he wasn't there long.
Yeah. I tagged him.
Just to be clear, I
Yeah.
just feel like he wasn't there long enough. And then when he does, he's like a Stone Cold Steve Austin to me. Like, it makes sense, right? When they win that title, they don't lose it often.
That's what I think that's what it is. I think that's why Brock only has 6. Because every time he holds it, it's like all
6. It's memorable because he holds it for so goddamn long.
Mm-hmm.
Like who's gonna beat that guy, right? Like, and that one. It makes sense to me. And to me, it just makes sense. Like, who else was there at the time who could take the belt off of a fucking Brock Lesnar?
shit. It wasn't who took. Oh, Eddie took it off of him.
Eddie,
Yeah.
Kurt.
I forgot about that. Eddie did. Damn.
Kurt was the other one that could probably do it, but Kurt was on his way out at the time.
Yeah.
The Rock, but The Rock left.
Yeah.
Stone Cold wasn't there anymore.
Triple H in there together because you know they. I'm surprised that Triple H ain't never beat him from title though. And you know, because you know at that time, you know Triple H, that's all he had to do was walk in the office, be like, "Hey, Vince, I need that belt." They ain't gonna give it to him at the next pay-per-view. But
That's interesting.
so
I thought they fought when he.
yeah, when he came, they wasn't for the title though. I don't think they ever really fought for the title.
Nah, he was just whooping that head.
Yeah. So this is probably the most. This is probably even a better question though. WWE Championship, the most dominant title run you've ever seen. Who had the most dominant run, like as champion? That you it ain't even got to be anybody on this list. So like basically what I'm asking, the guys that have held this title, who looked the most dominant? Like this motherfucker is.
Besides Bobby Lashley. Like,
Why is something now? I'm just playing.
I'm saying, no, he was more through these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But ooh shit.
Damn, that's a good one. Cause shit.
Where they just like, and I mean it doesn't because I see Cena has 13 reigns, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure that sometimes he looked dominant, but then too, I was thinking about that question and I'm like, most of the time he played the underdog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like no.
He is Big Match John.
Yeah. So and then I looked at Randy.
That's who I got in my head.
I can't really remember any of the
It's hard to
title
remember.
runs.
It was almost like whenever Randy got it, he was carrying it because either somebody
Because John Cena wasn't there.
Right.
So that's why, like, to me, I couldn't. It's only really one guy on this list. Even my boy Triple H. I think I've seen more dominant championship runs with Triple H with that big gold than as WWE champion.
Yes.
Unless you're talking about like an Attitude Era, but you know when you know what I mean.
When I think of the big goal, sometimes I look at him or Ric Flair. So,
Yeah.
So that yeah.
That stay tuned. I got something else with that before we get ready to wrap up. And then Austin. He's dominant.
But he really was dominant though.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't anybody who was really coming in to beat.
Right. It was
Stone
only
Cold
3
Steve Austin.
names that he was really going against, and like, man, you know, it was getting jumped around.
I can't get no.
And then of course you got Hogan. I mean that's the list.
That's hard because
That's the list.
Hogan was the
I'm not-
entry. He basically introduced us to this.
that's hard though, man.
Yeah, but I don't
type
think any
thing.
of his title runs were like
Right.
dominant. You just knew he was gonna like. I think the most dominant champion is Brock Lesnar. Because most of his title runs just because you would really be like, nigga, is this motherfucker gonna lose? Unless you gonna say like what this title run with fucking Roman, but
I was gonna say that, I was thinking more when you say when I think of Brock is universal. I think about that title more with him dominating when he had that.
The Universal John?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Brock.
oh, that's when he had like that year fucking run. Like I guess what Roman just broke. Like he had that 500 some
And
days.
he only had like what 7 matches out of that whole time.
Probably.
But still, how he looked. Like, when you go dominance, it's like that's what made me get off of Randy with it. Cause it's like,
I don't know. I
think it's Brock, man.
Runs, man. Like, they made Brock look like a fucking champion when he has that damn belt.
They made him look like a god.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you think of Brock, you think of longevity with championship belt. Like he didn't even have to fight a lot. It was just the fact of whenever he did fight, he whooped everybody's ass.
It's so many though. Like we could sit here, we can go all day because it's been so many. Like
pull up the list.
You know what I mean? JBL's title run was dominant. Can we agree that the year he had that shit was dominant?
Yeah, he was low key dominant too.
That's hard though. Because
That was a good build.
He was dominant, but I always felt like he was helped.
Well, yeah,
And that's
Yeah.
that one's hard for me because
I ain't gonna lie, he's another one too that I can say did not like and then grew and start loving him.
oh yeah,
I could not stand him.
JBL
He was
was
second. He was after Triple H. I could not stand him.
yeah. I always think about where John Cena's at today, and I look at it and I'm like, you wouldn't be where you're at today without JBL. So, man, I don't know who to pick on. That's
a good man. That's a hard one, bro.
because in my head, I would say Hogan easily, only because the power, like it was a power level of wrestling back then. Like everything was like we're fighting big people, right? So his reign looks like it was going through strength all the time.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a good way
nobody
to
can
look
like
at it.
him, but I just
That's a good way to look at it.
when I see that I'm like
Just straight, yeah. No,
physique and muscular wise, I'm like shit. Big fucking whole shit looks dominant only because of how big this motherfucker was and how big everybody else around him was. You know what I mean?
Yokozunas and
You know,
Sid.
like, that's
matches was trash.
but that's it
Like,
though.
that's the
they were
part that I
trash.
can't get with. Like
They
if
were
we're
trash.
talking about like Jeb, we're talking about what domination, right?
Yeah, just like the title run is just dominant.
I don't feel like Hogan's was domination because, like you said, everybody was big. It was almost like Hogan was Cena and Hogan's stuff kind of looks alike. They were underdogs in a lot of these matches, and they were showing that, man, if you just believe in yourself, you can overcome anything that you can.
I can agree there.
That's true.
Brock, he was just coming out. It was like, oh
He's a
man,
big ass.
they talking noise. Brock finna, toss this person left to right. Even if it looks like he in the punch. Come on, this is the same person that had to go against the Undertaker. And the Undertaker had to use a low blow to beat this guy. That's a dominant cat. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. It's just
I know it's hard to
with
swallow.
the WWE title.
It's Brock.
That dominance and then that WWE title. I think of that one is like,
Oh,
I say
damn.
Brock, but
Nigga, Tony was in here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was in there at the beginning. I just seen the text message. I don't know if you're still there, Tony, but yeah, you should have broke the call. I'm looking, I'm like, Tony, and I'm reading what he wrote. Sorry, that's just one of our good buddies, man. I'm sorry. I'm going in between TikTok and YouTube. If y'all sending questions, I'm sorry. We trying to, we doing like 80 things right now.
I'm really trying to think of that question now. Shit, that's
What's that?
It's
Oh,
a
the
deep one, yeah. Let's put that one on the list for the
But
next
that's
one.
good. And then one other person that I didn't say. They have on the list. They have The Rock.
he
I don't
cross my mind.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah.
The reason I don't say that with The Rock because I more believe that The Rock was the most popular transitional champion because he would never have it all.
no.
No knocker because I
He
don't
was
believe
fucking more into the Intercontinental than anything else most times. So.
And when you say dominant, that's what made me change a lot of different people. I'm like, nah, The Rock, he wasn't a dominant champion. Like, it was good to have. When he had it, it was like little kids, we all like that shit when he had it, but he wasn't going through and he had the belt and he dominated everybody.
Yeah, it wasn't like, yeah.
He wasn't doing that. If you gonna say that, you gotta get that to Stone Cold. Out of all them three, who was the more dominant?
I mean, that is true because I mean he didn't care who he challenged. He was just like, I'm fighting everybody.
You scrapping, yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
That was good.
So we'll hold that one off. Let's go to this one. This is
Makes you mad, though.
a shout out to Star here because she said that we need to do moments.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So we ain't gonna hit y'all with every moment. We gotta bring y'all back for the next one. So on this episode, and since this is what everybody seems to love too, so why not start here? The coldest heel turn moment you've ever seen.
I think me and Shakur had the same.
I think three of us may have the same one right here.
You already know, bro.
What is it?
In the barbershop, dog.
Shawn Michaels.
Bro, that was the most insane thing that we have ever. It was just like
You thought he actually really fucked him up.
Fucking hate that motherfucker for that shit. Still, to this day, to this fucking day, nigga, like if Sean was in my face, nigga, I would super kick that ass. Like, just to be clear, Barty Jannetty was my guy. You know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker here, I want to punch that nigga in this guy.
I think that's why that's the best, cause
That's what it's supposed to do, though. That's what it's supposed to do.
It's either that. No, it's that. It's definitely that.
yeah.
yes,
Because I want to say it's either that or Seth Rollins fucking turning on the Shield. Because that
that was a
motherfucker.
nice one.
Yeah.
That was so
Yeah.
fucking random that I was like, makes sense, but why? Right? Like, because I was like, nigga, this is the group. This motherfucker is the shit. This is the
And
most
it came out
dominant
of
group.
nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? It was like,
Coach, my boy talking about there's always a plan D. That motherfucker got them set like you. I think that had us all like.
Seth is my guy, man. But
I mean, it's a lot of them. Even when Triple H did the thumbs down to Randy, that was a
That was
a nice
cold.
one.
see, the thing is, I felt like I knew that was coming. Like I don't know why I felt like I knew that was coming. I was like, you know what? He's gonna fucking like. There's no way.
Because
This
we
guy,
already know how Triple
yeah,
H is.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Even when he turned on Sean too, when he did let's get ready to suck it.
Oh.
That used to be one of my top ones too. But
I'm gonna say more recent that I like, man, and it's probably like not everybody's favorite, but whenever KO did Sami Zayn that way.
Oh, that was dirty. At
That was-
NXT,
yeah.
oh, that was dirty.
That was one
That was
that I was
dirty.
like,
That
oh,
motherfucker beat
snap.
That was
Yeah,
dirty.
yeah,
And then he did that power bomb
Yeah,
on the
the eight skirt of it, man, boy.
Yeah. That was dirty.
That one right there was probably like that was another one that was
You know
like,
who
ooh,
has-
that was cold.
you know who shit just. I mean, I know she's gonna do it most of the time, but it does drive me fucking crazy. Sasha, man.
Sasha's good when she does
Sasha's
her
good when she
yeah.
turns fucking
Not
heel,
saying-
man. She.
Take my power bank and plug it too.
What's that?
It's in right in my bag right there. It's gonna be it's a box. And you just hook it in directly there.
Oh, okay.
It should start charging.
Sorry, I know they're gonna be like, damn, man, how many times you gonna get up?
Oh,
Oh, you got that the light.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not gonna work.
because of the shit. The Rock turned on the nation.
That's memorable.
Yeah,
That's memorable.
I forgot about that.
That's memorable, yeah. Or
That was actually pretty.
I seen one the other day. When the Undertaker turned into Big Evil, made Jim Ross kiss Vince McMahon's ass.
I remember that.
Yeah, that one was good too.
Can you slide that over?
Probably don't have to. All right, YouTube, y'all still here? All right, y'all. We plugging up all this kind of plugging up and everything. You see everybody? All right. Cool. All right. Heel turns. That's where we was at. I think we kind of got it. So yeah, that Sean one was probably that. I mean, that's the best one that I saw. But you got just so many memorable heel loves.
And I didn't
heel
even actually
turns,
see
heel
that.
turns.
I didn't actually see that like live. But I don't
Oh, I
know
did.
what I was when
In that barbershop?
I'm sure
Yeah,
yeah, but I was
yeah,
young.
that shit.
I didn't see that.
I was a kid.
Yeah,
I
but
was-
even when I finally did, it was like, damn, that is one of the.
I was a kid.
When I've actually seen it, it probably was Triple H, man. Like, I couldn't stand that. A lot of the shit he was doing. God damn. And then he did my boy, he did Sean, how he did Sean, dog. I'm like, man, he did his dirt so many times. But
Let's get ready. Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. You know, too.
Man, yeah, that's a good one.
All right, we coming to the end, y'all. We coming to the end. All right, I got some belts here. So this is what I think. This was one of the last questions I had. Then after that, we're gonna go straight into the Royal Rumble. And so my question is with y'all. I'm gonna say some belts, and I want to know the first guy you think of, or who you tie this belt to.
Okay.
Okay, so
this would be a fun.
the first one is. Well, I don't have my actual one here. I think it's on this. The Big Eagle, the Attitude Era belt. For those of y'all, the Attitude Era belt, the Big Eagle. It's the first guy that comes to y'all head with that title.
Triple H.
That's who come to mind. It's Triple H.
Oh, that's Triple H.
I know a lot of people gonna say Austin, but
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I would
Triple
say
H,
Austin.
but can you say two? Can it be two? Because some people going Triple H and Stone Cold, but me, it's
I just feel like I seen Triple H with it more.
Yeah.
Like, so I think it's kind of.
Because Stone Cold has that smoking skull, and
Yeah.
that's when you like, nah.
You can asshole.
Yeah.
Like I don't need that belt. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rock didn't have it that much like that, so Triple H.
I think that Big Eagle. I think that's the belt that, you know, those three guys you remember the most with that title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely.
Undisputed champions. Oh, that was. Oh, you said who? You said Triple H too?
Nah, I said Stone Cold.
Stone Cold. Okay.
Yeah.
The undisputed title.
Brock.
Brock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around the back. I'm sorry, man. That's a Brock Lesnar title. Man.
See, and this the thing too. When I was writing this, I said, man, I'm gonna be saying these belt names. I don't know if they all gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about.
It's either that or I can see Eddie for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of
But-
people
I think
say
he's
Eddie.
told-
Yeah, because didn't Eddie take it off?
Eddie
Yeah,
took it
yeah.
off of him.
So,
Yeah. But I mean,
I think Undertaker a little bit too
Yeah.
sometimes with that belt, but it's not more than Brock.
Yeah.
Brock is like the
Yeah.
number one person
Yeah.
on that one.
I always.
When I seen the title, I'm
say-
like, that's Brock's title. Like,
Mhm.
when it was made, I was like, that's just Brock's title.
And then Eddie would definitely be a second because I remember him slapping it.
Yep.
And it was
All the
almost
time.
like all it took this area of him.
Hey.
Because he was short and it was like, all, I was like, dang, boy. I was like, that's a big old belt, bro.
Okay, the next one, the network logo, the title that they have right now, the one that's sitting behind y'all over here.
Oh God.
That's hard.
The network logo.
Yeah,
not
that
the-
one
not
right
the
there.
strap one.
The one Brock's currently holding.
Ooh, shit.
I got my answer to that one. The first motherfucker, I call that belt the Shield belt. Why? Because every last one of them held it. That's who. That
That's a
belt
good one.
reminds me of Dean, Roman, and fucking Seth.
And the funny thing is, I was gonna say Seth, but that makes sense too.
Yeah, all of them had
that makes sense. But I was gonna say Seth.
I'm gonna be real. It's been passed a lot, so it's like
Yeah,
it's kind of like
that's a curve when I threw in there.
Right.
You know what?
My boy said AJ.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, they probably. Oh shit, I probably thought I
He
was
held
gonna
that
say
motherfucker
for a
for
whole
a
year.
minute, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could see where people would automatically look at the belt. But that's AJ Styles, man.
Yeah. And I guess maybe because with AJ, I'm thinking more like that TNA jump.
I
But
be thinking the tag team when I think of AJ.
Really?
I don't
which
know.
one? The Raw tags?
Yeah, that's the one he was
We're
on, right?
almost yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he did help. I mean,
but it was like that's the one that I don't know if it's the color of the belt or what. I think that's probably what's making me.
That's the reason why I say, and I don't even think he ever held that blue universal.
No.
It just
No.
looks like
It's the red one reminds me of him.
that blue.
and the blue one does for me.
See, because the gloves and everything.
Yeah, because it meant. I mean, of course, Roman. You think of Roman first.
Yeah,
but
but he's never held the universal.
Yeah, but he's never
Not
held it.
yet.
And it's like maybe because it's blue. That's why I think. Because I don't. And AJ's had that one on, but I just still don't see. I think everybody had Randy. I mean, it's just a lot of. I don't even think I have an answer for that one. There's so many people that had that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
It's
with this
not
one,
an actual.
I can't really pinpoint one person with it. It's just too many that.
No, that's cool.
The universals though, yeah, but that one.
Yeah, no, that one. Okay, so here's a harder one. Intercontinental Championship.
Which one?
The block logo, the one at the end.
Oh shoot, that
Oh,
was.
automatic.
No, wait a minute. No, I got it. No, that's right. Hold on.
Because I would
The
take
block. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I usually have it there. All three. This one, the block,
That
the
one.
oval, and the white stripe. I see. So that's three. That's three.
White stripe. I don't
black?
make me think of the Miz.
The black, the black, the white.
I'm with you on
The black. I'm automatically say Bret Hart. I don't know.
Okay. No. That's who you think of. So the black stripe for me is Mr. Perfect.
Because I was gonna say it's either Bret or Mr. Perfect. And
Mr. Perfect. That one. Whenever you said it, it definitely sits there.
White, Shawn.
Okay.
I don't know why I remember this motherfucker with that title.
Because he had.
But I remember him having that title for a fucking while all the time.
Yeah, he had the white stripe on
Yeah.
it.
Oval.
Damn, I thought the oval was gonna be easy for
I
everybody.
really hated
That's
that title.
easy.
I just really didn't like the title, so I probably.
I
No, I did. Yeah, no, I didn't.
Oval. Christian.
Oval is. I might need to let my brother go on this one because
Chris Jericho.
that's who that oval I see.
I do
That's
remember
why
that,
it's my
but I don't
favorite
know why in my
Yeah,
head.
it did look like a regular belt on him.
Yeah, it just looked like it fit.
Yeah,
it
was-
was.
I
at
feel like so
that
many
time.
people
It
had
looked like
that
a
belt
cowboy
at the
belt.
time.
That's what it looked like.
You're right though, but at that time, I guess me just being young, seeing that building was different from all the other ones. It was smaller. I really didn't see too many overdubs. And then at the time, Chris Jericho was one of the top Intercontinental champions, so that's what it reminded me of.
But you had RVD. You know how RVD hold that jump. Christian, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, Dusty Rhodes.
The Rock, he even had that thing.
Yeah, he had the
Dustin,
first.
I'm sorry.
He had the first. The
Rock.
IC. Yeah, I mean the first oval IC. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he kind of introduced the oval IC.
But like I agree with Edward though. The oval Chris Jericho, the white one, it's the Miz for some reason. I don't know.
He brought it back.
Yeah, that's the
He
way
did bring it back.
It's
that's the
the
way I
Miz.
As a matter of fact, he changed that oval shit back to that one.
Yeah.
But he was like, you know what? I want to go traditional, and brought that shit back out. I was like,
And then the black one, I don't know, it just reminds me of the 90s. Anybody? I don't know, I'm just too young. It's like whoever had it at the night, Sean, you go with Sean, and then it's like Mr. Perfect. You got, did Razor have it at one point?
Yeah.
Razor.
Oh, he's part of that.
Yeah, you just think of all those. That was that title before they're gonna get
Get
to
to the
that
next
point.
level.
Yeah.
That's what that
That's
title
what
meant.
it meant
something.
something.
Yeah.
but for me, it's Bret automatically popped up because I have a shirt with the Bret Hart shirt.
I'm
that I was
surprised
wearing
you
today.
said that for Brett. Like,
And he had, but he
Yeah,
held that
that's
title,
dope,
and he held
right?
that title for a long fucking
see, I
time.
probably didn't.
You were
See,
gonna
that-
take that title
when
off,
you
Brett.
said that,
And
that's
that's why
what
I was
I was
like,
thinking of him holding it on the shoulder.
I have the shirt of that.
Yeah,
That's what I was like.
But Brett is one of those
Yeah.
with that IC, man.
Yeah, man, he was the man back then, bro. Like when it came to that title.
I think he was more of the
And then
man
Shawn.
when he was the IC champ. That's just my opinion with Brett, though. Maybe that's probably when I like Brett. I mean, yeah, with the WWE
He was
champion,
definitely a high-
I just
high
feel like
commodity
he was
at
more
that
the man
time.
when he was the Intercontinental champion. That's just
Yeah,
my opinion.
that's hard. That's hard with him because
I ain't gonna lie though, but
he would lose that shit and then automatically get the WWE title. So
Yeah.
I love when he had. I ain't gonna lie, I did like when he was WWE champ.
he was a good though.
And he
Man.
come out
Yeah,
there
no,
and
I was
shit,
saying that, though.
nigga was-
Hey,
yeah.
that music hit, I'd be like,
Don't get it twisted. I don't hate Brett at all.
You know what? But you remember the last podcast when we were talking about the music that hit? We forgot that one.
oh no, I
Did
would never
we-
forget that.
Did we say that one?
I
Did we
probably
say
said
Brett?
it and then probably wasn't listening to that, but like that music, like matter of fact, his music was maybe like him the most. Like that's
Yeah.
because as soon as I heard that guitar, I was like, Brett's coming out. I need to go sit by the TV real quick. And then you be sitting there, you be like, man, I wish they give me his glasses. Can't you just give me glasses to the screen, my nigga?
Oh, man, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, and then he come out there,
You
beats her ass, pushing the
get
sharpshooter.
pissed off when they do give. And I think that's like I said when I kind of like Brett like that. You know, you give him. You know, you ain't gonna get him. You at home watching the shit. You see him give him to another little kid. Like fuck you. I think maybe that's what made me kind of.
Nigga,
like,
I was at
like
an
jealous
event.
like motherfucker.
I was at an event here, and I want to say it was a young Bret Hart, because I think the Red Rooster was on the card. And I was
Oh sure, Terry Taylor like a motherfucker.
man, he did that shit, and I was like, man, I want to run down that motherfucking stairs and just hey, give me the glass.
Yes.
You know what I mean? seen a little kid get it, man. If I didn't have a family that was there at the time, I probably wouldn't have to beat the shit out of that kid. You know what I mean? But that's,
You know what, Lauren? You remind me, I don't know if you remember that commercial, right? With Brett, and that little boy's like, Brett, and you echo it. You, that's it.
Look, I remember all that shit, nigga. That nigga said, Brett! And I was like, man, fuck that little kid. I should be in that commercial, bitch. You ain't even a Bret Hart fan. Fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But Brett, though, like, and that's probably another question probably for the next one. Like, one of the coolest wrestlers, nigga. That nigga Brett was cool, dog. Like,
yeah,
he was a cool motherfucker.
That was the first motherfucker that made it cool.
Right here. Like,
It made it
cool, bro.
This is the first motherfucker to make it cool to wear pink, my nigga.
Yeah, I think Mitch cool when they be talking about on camera, nigga, that nigga Bret Hart.
Like what was like I said,
like I said,
hair, bro. Like
I said,
Yeah.
man, I love me some Shawn Michaels, but my first love was Bret Hart. It was. That was my first love. These niggas, him and my daddy first put wrestling in my face. Bret Hart was the first one I liked. I didn't even know Shawn. I thought his name was Kid. And then once he started, whatever, then I
he
was
developed
like,
that persona of Shawn
nah,
Michaels.
I like you better than
Because
him.
Shawn made it cool to be cool.
Mhm.
Like, it was just like a womanizer. I don't know what it was. Like, you could be like, nigga, I looked at him and I'd be like, he getting all the hoes.
it was cool
That's
to be
why I was
because he was
wearing
a bad guy. He was the bad boy.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was like the bad boy of wrestling.
Just
he was
his-
like, oh dang, this cool. This dude's cool.
When that music started for him too, I'd be like, yeah. Oh, I started pushing it.
It was.
Hey,
Let's be
Shawn's
honest.
fucking bitches, nigga.
Yeah,
He was!
It was.
He was!
Let's be honest. As boys, whenever you heard that,
You know what I'm saying?
You
He
was
was
like,
like,
oh, I ain't supposed to be listening to this.
Shawn-
Like this is nasty.
Who
You
got
know what I'm
porno?
saying? You knew what exactly what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
He
Come
said,
on.
my daddy ain't acting up. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, I got one more belt, and then we finna get ready to wrap this up with the Royal Rumble talk. Tag titles. The old school tag titles. And I was gonna cut it off, but I'm gonna make this one hard. Cause I was gonna cut it off and say the ones in like the Federation days, the old ones like that kind of had that dual plate shit. But nah, the tags that kind of look like from the old days and the Attitude Era, cause they kind of were the same kind of
I'm
time.
the same belt, I think.
Yeah. The other ones they were
I thought
more
it was the
like
same belt.
they were more silver. They had a more little silver look to it.
So
But
this is what you
we gonna go from the Federation days and the Attitude Era. Them tag titles. What's the first tag team that comes to your mind with that design?
It's easy if I know what you're talking about. I'm thinking it's at that time for me it was Billy Gunn and Road Dogg.
Them the titles I'm talking about.
Okay, it was them.
Dudley Boys.
Okay. I'm gonna go old school with y'all with them titles.
Boy, he
Like,
because at that time too, I was fucking with
you know what I'm saying?
But then if I think about that, I'm gonna say the Hardy Boys. Too,
Yeah.
but
I was gonna say that.
He shocked me with his answer.
That's who I
Because
was gonna
I just knew I knew your. That's why
Heart
I put it.
Foundation?
Yeah. I was like, when I write this shit, I said, oh, I already know the words.
I wanted to say the Heart Foundation so bad because I know them motherfuckers held that title. They just
Right.
But I could even say the Road Warriors.
And that's who I would have went with, but I got somebody else. They still old school. They still old.
Old school.
That particular title design reminds me, the first team that comes to my head is Demolition.
Goddamn, I was gonna say the next.
Yep.
I was gonna say
That's-
Axe and Smash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even when they had Crush.
I had a poster of these motherfuckers on the wall, and I was like, "These motherfuckers, is this Kiss, nigga?" Nigga, like I really thought this shit was Kiss, nigga. Like, but that was like no.
One of the coldest theme songs too. Even you know what? I just thought about
That's Christmas. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's the way I view that shit, bro. Like as a kid, you don't know. You just like. I think every day I woke up, this shit was on the wall. I'd be like, why does he have this fucking poster of Kiss on the fucking? It's so dumb. This nigga likes rock. You're like, you know what I mean? Like, he stopped shutting me from saying it now.
I would have said the Legion of Doom, Road Warriors, but man, because to me back then it seemed like everybody was going after Demolition. They was trying, the Road Warriors, they beat Demolition for them titles.
Yep.
The Heart Foundation beat Demolition for
True.
them titles. So it seems like they always fucking had them motherfuckers. Even though that was you know, but that title design, it reminds me of Demolition.
Yeah, that's a man. Those are the few teams that I think of when I think of this shit. Because after that, I'm like, I can take anybody towards the Attitude Era.
Yeah, that's when it gets to my era.
Christian Edge.
Yeah,
and that's why I extended. And that's another reason I extended it out, because I said if I go with just Federation days, I said Shakur is gonna probably be like, who the fuck is y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I know who Demolition is, and I know all that, but they don't come to mind. Like, I'm looking back, and I'm like, yeah, I can see why y'all say that, but for me, y'all be like, nigga, what? But it was Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. For me.
That makes sense too.
Yeah.
But you could go.
They did have that title
and all that too. The Dudley Boys, and you can even go with Jeff Hart, the Hardy Boys. You go with that, but just thinking video games and just like all that stuff. Like
just the Dudley Boys, man. I don't know why they make that belt so. They make those belts so fucking real, because every time they had it, man, I knew there was gonna be chaos in that fucking ring, man. Like
yeah.
And they were always trying to get those fucking belts, and when they had them, they never wanted to lose those fucking titles. So I'd be like. And the tag team era, that to me, that's a tag team era, right? Because tag team was so big at the time.
And how Bubba used to come out there with
dude,
the belt on
you know what I'm saying? It's just, like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember them so much with it. But yeah, Heart Foundation was always. I didn't want to.
You swerved the shit out of me, because I'm telling you, I'm sitting on my desk writing that shit. I'm writing. I said tag. You see, I put Fed Days Attitude Era. I said I already know the Roy's fucking answer. I said me and his answer's probably gonna be about the same, probably the same team.
But
you know,
the Heart Foundation was the them motherfuckers was raw back then, bro.
Who'd you have, man?
Man, Road Warriors.
Makes sense.
Because like, man, you know, the iconic show the past, set up, all that.
Fucking music.
Yeah.
They were rough. You know what I'm saying?
Miss man.
Or you know the Bushwhackers, nigga.
Did they? I don't think they will always be in the hunt, and you knew they weren't gonna win that shit. You knew they weren't gonna win that shit.
That was my motherfucking team.
Really? Yeah, man.
Hey, them niggas.
Yeah.
I be like, you old dirty motherfuckers.
I got to see them in person, though. I got to see them in person, and I think too that's why that shit is crazy too. Like the Road Warriors, watching them motherfuckers in person. That shit, like, I don't know, it's like something with the, you know, and we all went to wrestling events, man, so you like, I think about it, I'm talking about as a kid, so like, seeing the Ultimate Warrior, seeing the Road Warrior, seeing Demolition, it's like, dope, man, it's just, but, well, I ain't gonna really put them, because that's something different, but, like, the Road Warriors and Hogan and all these motherfuckers, man, it's just, you still have that memory in your head, like, of the fucking arena, and like I tell people, my most fondest memory is, like I said, it was the Ultimate Warrior was headlining the show. Whoever it was, he beat him. And that's all I can remember, nigga, is like going out of Freeman Coliseum, nigga, and I'm looking back, and my dad, that's all I remember, you better bring your ass on! And I'm just like, that nigga ended up grabbing me, nigga, I'm looking back, and that's all I remember, just seeing Ultimate Warrior doing all this shit and shake the ropes, and I'm sitting there just mesmerized.
That's how we was. We was the same way. That's how I got to see Dusty. Because my dad's a huge Dusty Rhodes fan. And I got to see Dusty that way.
My dad was a huge Dusty Rhodes fan. He said, man, listen how you talking.
I'd be like, man, you so fat ass. But one of the best wrestlers, he's one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen too, though, still, like to this day.
Dusty.
Like, so.
Dusty was motherfucker.
That motherfucker was.
I like the way he talk. I love the way he talk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my dad used to come in the room.
Anybody can have a conversation with Dusty Rhodes. Like, how can you not?
We'd be in trouble when he come in the room with that bullshit, and I'd be like, nigga, shut your ass up.
But then too, though, it's a reason I don't fucking like Ric Flair. I ain't never fucking, that's how I learned how to fight.
Oh.
My dad put me, nigga, no bullshit, in the real figure four, nigga.
Believe me when I tell you.
And then niggas like, you bet not cry.
My dad did the same fucking thing, man.
That's another reason I don't like that nigga.
Bro. My dad used to walk in the room, he'd be standing there, he'd be like, flip, flop, fly. Hit you with that fucking elbow. I'm like, God damn, nigga, like, what the fuck? Should black you out for this?
You sitting there stunned like mom, bro.
Why? Why did you do it? This is the question.
For real.
You know what I mean? Like, flip, flop, and fly, but kick you in your ass one day, nigga. Wait till you get old, bitch, and you gotta be in a home. But yeah, the figure four. I watched him put my brother in the figure four in the middle of the fucking backyard, and I was like, and my great grandma be banging on the window. Hey, you gonna kill that boy? And I'd be like,
Nah, I didn't have no motherfucking.
I'm like, nah, go
My
on.
mama was gone.
Hey, my
She
dad
wasn't.
was in that bullshit. My dad was like, he gonna get out. I'd be sitting there laughing because I'd be like, nigga, you get your ass whooped, bro. We like, you talk all that shit, nigga.
And then people wonder too. People be wondering why niggas so fucked up. Be like, yeah, I had to go through that kind of shit.
Our parents, that's our parents.
I'm like, damn, nigga, I said, daddy is doing that to you. That's fucked up. You don't do that to your kid, bro. Like, damn.
I think
The walls of Jericho.
my wife,
Yeah.
Oh man, we got abusive fucking parents. That's what that is. That's just everybody's parents is like. That's how you know how big wrestling was.
Yeah, but then too, you know when that shit come in handy though. Like when you do get into a fight with somebody, cause nigga, that for me, it was like, nigga, I'm not stopping bitch until you, nigga, I see something
That's true.
somewhere.
That's true. I ain't just put a nigga in a figure four. Right. After I whoop a nigga ass, put him in a sharpshooter, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bitch, how that feel? Like you ain't doing that shit, nigga. Like, come on, man. Like,
but then too, I never told y'all this story. I don't even think I told you this story. Real nigga Yokozuna. Then we'll get to the Royal Rumble, y'all.
Shit.
So I made my best friend cry one time, nigga. We was, wrestling in 308. And then I got up on the, that nigga Ricky laying down on that. I'm like, bonsai! Boom! Sit right on that nigga's chest. That nigga start crying shit.
Look, my nigga.
I was like, man.
Me, my cousin Robert, we'd be spending at this nigga house. My cousin Derek and them would come over, nigga. And we had to stay. We're in the middle of the fucking night. Nigga, the parents were asleep. And we're like, fuck it, nigga, cut the lights off. And these niggas made this shit called wrestling in the dark. Hey, my nigga, I was talking about, and my brother's little bitch ass, he be in there crying all the time. Cause lights go out and somebody put that nigga in like a figure four or a sharp. I put that nigga sharpshooter. I think, nigga, we throwing pillows like chairs, nigga, and then somewhere the real chair came out. Hey, my brother was crying like a motherfucker, nigga. That nigga had a bump on the side of his fucking head. Man, nigga, we was whooping each other's ass in this bitch, nigga. Like, we get on the top of the dresser and be like, oh, cool down. You can't see shit.
Yeah.
Right? So you just jumping off, throwing elbows. like
Macho man and shit.
Nigga, wrestling in the dark was the funnest shit I've ever fucking done as a kid.
Man, that's crazy. And I know this nigga, he probably like to hang with me in the summer, but then he probably just be like, man, this
I'll be
nigga
done
come
with
here with
him,
this
dog.
wrestling. I mean, this nigga going home, man.
Every night, cause we had them bump beds.
Look at that shit.
Man, bro, like,
Oh,
Nigga.
you would be on, you will always be like, hey man, this is like the wrestling ring. Every night,
That's what you do, nigga. Like,
this crazy motherfucker right here. Now, like, we doing this for camera's sake. Now, stand up.
what's that?
Look, this is my older cousin by a year, okay? This dude will put me in the razor edge, dog.
so my cousin Derek, that's that nigga's move, bro. We have two twin beds put together, nigga, in the garage, and I can see this nigga just picking a nigga up and holding them, and then but the nigga like it's wrestling, right? But nigga, this twin bed's not that long, my nigga.
Right?
So when you drop,
So
nigga,
yeah, you slide, you either going through a wall.
that's how my brother flew off the fucking
go-
bed and fucked the shit up, nigga. I was like, nigga, that's. He said
this him. Look, he talking about, man, I can't get you under the bottom bunk, so just take it at the floor. How, man, I don't know what he was thinking. He had me up, I'm all here, and then next thing you know, I hear, ka-doom. I'm like,
yeah.
hold up, that was my head.
Nigga, hey, I remember jumping off the side of the couch, nigga, grab my brother's head, slam the nigga shit on the floor. Dude, nigga, like, nigga, and I was like, yeah, that's how you do it. Hey, Brett does it all the time. I see it on TV. Shit.
No, this nigga right here, he was sitting here, he would do it, and then pin me, and then he gonna tell me in the middle of pinning me, and while I'm almost leaking out of the head, talking about kick out. I'm supposed to kick out. I'm almost paralyzed. Kick out. So you supposed to kick out. So I won.
Him and Ricky, I know how you draw them crazy. Be like, damn, this nigga always with this older shit.
Dog. Like, it
We
was like,
used to whoop each other's ass in that, bro. And we had these little, because back then they had like the titles, but they were like the foam with the. So my cousin had like every fucking title, nigga. So Nigga, we outside the garage, nigga, we playing our own music, nigga. Like I'm here, like I'm
Why we just picture this shit?
Start shooting, bitch. Like I just, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. I gotta ask, what the fuck you use for the glasses?
Nigga, hey, whatever I could find, nigga, shit. I was like, nigga, we can probably put some paper together, nigga.
Wait.
Nigga, we was.
Wait, hold on. Please don't tell me you did the whole bread entrance and like
My
you
nigga.
had your little cousin over there saying, "I'm giving you a glass."
Putting them on people. That's wild, bro. That's wild.
Nigga rolled into the ring, nigga, like, shit, the bed loaded the motherfucker, you trying to get up, he like, I don't give a fuck, nigga, we, hey.
Oh my god, man.
We did our fucking thing in that bitch, nigga, like, and the funny thing is, sometimes we did this shit, and it was wrestling in the dark, nobody could fucking see what we was doing, so it was pointless. It's fucking pointless. Why hit the music, nigga, we can't see something. Like,
kids, bro.
There was no thought into that shit at all.
No.
We just jumped in there and started doing shit, nigga.
And then I had another homeboy. And this one, I guess we was a little bit older, but then it got to the point now, like, fuck this wrestling shit. So this nigga, this right with gold dust was coming out. So nigga, man, this nigga getting ready. This nigga, I said, oh no, fuck that.
Nope. They ain't gonna do that shit.
I said, I'm good, nigga, we ain't wrestling. That nigga Jonathan, I don't know if you know, one of my other partners, man, that nigga used to love gold dust, man. And shit, we be in there, oh hell no.
Nigga, I quit.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, niggas start doing shit like that. You be like, now you're wrestling no more, bro. Hey, we ain't even in the wrestling. Look at play some football outside.
Yeah, yeah, let's go outside and throw the football, nigga.
No, we switched to boxing, nigga. We ain't doing wrestling right now. I'm Mike Tyson.
Oh, Lord. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got him rolling now. All right, y'all. So this is it. I'm gonna put this down. The Royal Rumble, man. And then we out of here. I know this shit. The Royal Rumble.
That nigga said I was always Bret. You got that right. Look, the sharpshooter was the move. Wasn't nobody getting out the fucking sharpshooter.
We got a blitz.
I'm sorry,
I tell you, I got all these.
You got that right. I was, nigga.
So wait, hold on. Let me ask. So if all of us, let's say you go back and be the kid now, and you know, like you said, you was always who would you be now?
Braun Strowman.
I'm still gonna be Sean.
As of right now, okay. So like, if I didn't know wrestling back then, and I'm a kid coming up as of right now, I'm Seth Rollins, nigga.
Okay.
I am stomping the shit out of a nigga, bro. I can guarantee somebody's head is going into the fucking floor. That nigga, I am.
But I'm in concussion protocol now.
Man.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Like we kids, nigga. We ain't thinking about none of that shit.
That would be that like that.
I am cursed.
I'm straight Roman Reigns, dog.
I think everybody probably try to
You know, super punch.
Yeah, dog. I'm super punching and spearing.
I'm gonna wait for you to go down just like this. I'm like, curse off. That's what's gonna happen, nigga. I love that fucking move, bro. Like it's either that or I'm gonna use the coup de grace. Nigga, I don't know why. I just want to stomp on my brother's chest. Nigga. Like,
I probably would be Randy because he do a lot of shit out
RKO?
of nowhere. So yeah, and that's kind of easy to do. You can do that anywhere.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is
You can
true.
do curse stomp, but you do that RKO anywhere.
I think I would. It would probably be AJ, but the reason I say that too because I'll probably be telling them, nigga, stay right there.
Yeah.
Like this is no, you dizzy. You in the days. You in the days right now, bro. Don't do anything.
Like,
Yeah.
I do it just like this. I throw the rope, and you just got to hit it. You got to take it. That's exactly what he was saying. You got to take it. What?
Don't put your hands up or nothing. I'm coming full with the elbow.
Maybe you be or Charlotte, of course.
Oh man, that was good.
I can see that. Me being CM Punk, put a nigga to go to sleep.
Need to? Oh man, no, nigga, you probably would. I would have to put my hands
My
somewhere.
nigga, I am fucking kids up, bro. Like, I am like, there's not even there's not. Ugh, yeah. You alright? Oh shit, he passed out for real. I mean, there was moments when we was kids that I'm sure most of us had concussions, nigga.
Most definitely.
I am sure we had concussions in that motherfucker. We be in the dark, nigga, and my fucking cousin's dad come cut the light on. What the fuck are y'all doing? This is how it went too, though. What are y'all doing? My brother be over there crying in the corner. He be like, stop acting like a bitch. And then he like, y'all need to be in bed. Like, his son be like, yeah, we just having a little fun. He be like, all right, we turn around, cut the light off, walk the fuck out. That's how it went. So the nigga was dying in there.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, I think the line would. I think I would probably hurt the most. Y'all better cut that wrestling shit out, especially Ricky Martin. Y'all better cut that wrestling shit out.
See, my cousin's mom would probably just be like, y'all need to shut up all that yelling. But nigga, they weren't gonna stop us.
They get all the thumping.
And my cousin gonna be like, hey, we gotta be quiet while we wrestle though. It's like, nigga, how the fuck you gotta be quiet when you're in the figure four, nigga? Like, this nigga screaming for a reason. Like, but you know, it's just that I love growing up like that. You know, like it made us tough.
But too, I think like nowadays, man, with everything that is around, man, we probably would have really like made a fucking ring and all like, man, all but then you think about, but then too, I worry about like how sensitive a lot of the kids are today. You know what I mean? Like they can't. You know, sometimes I don't know. Sometimes shit nowadays. Sometimes I feel like that shit end deadly. You know what I mean? Because somebody get too serious about something. You know, we like I said, we would do that. We sit here talking about it.
Or
like
parents would start fighting something serious, man, because the kid went home and said,
"Not on his goddamn head."
Yeah, like
who hit my son?
They were fighting. His mama came in there and she didn't even stop nothing. She saw me over there crying, like something like that. But like you right, it made us all tough. It made us all tough.
We'll slap each other on concrete, nigga. Like we ain't give a shit.
Nigga, I was getting bodied as a kid, and I don't even somewhere remember. Nigga, he was doing me at a baby. I mean, shit.
I'm sure we had concussions in that motherfucker.
No, straight up.
Well, the fact that I can sit here and talk about it and remember some of that shit.
Shoot, I remember in the locker room, man, cats grabbing the trash can.
That's another ring, yo.
Cracking each other across the head. You know what I'm saying?
We did a lot of that shit.
We used to go out, be outside, and that's when the ECW kind of, we would be like, nah, we ain't wrestling like that. we get the wooden boards, all that type of shit.
We be out there a little wild.
We would actually make our own. We'd get the sticks and put them in the yard and try to tie the string around, even though fuck up, and we'll have our little ring in there. Me and Xavier have our little ring in there. We'd go in there. We'd be wrestling in the grass or whatever the hell. We wasn't too extreme like y'all were, but we tried to do our shit there.
That was just because of him. Like I wouldn't have been doing it that hard if it wasn't because of him.
We wouldn't even wrestle like how you say in the dark. We would kind of do that. That's why I laugh. Kind of do that somewhere, but it just wasn't extreme like that. Just
we did.
So it was just us two.
Yeah. But the thing about us is, with like my family is nothing but boys, nigga. Like we had like one girl.
And she probably was wrestling.
And she would try to come in like two wrestle girls. And she's a lesbian now. Nigga, right? Because it's like, because when you go around dudes, from your ass off, nigga, like I'm saying, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it was just me and him for a while.
That's how it was, bro. Like, we all got together, nigga, we knew we can look at each other, and it was always, we had a fucking family thing, man. And the kid would be like, hey, anybody spend the night out? Y'all want to spend the night? It was like, oh, we wrestling in the dark? Yeah, nigga, let's spend the night. Fuck it, nigga, we finna get down. And then we always knew that when we got together, it was gonna be some shit like that, bro. That's just what it was. And we just beat the shit out of each other all day. It was fun. It's fun.
I mean, that's back then, but like, now, man, like, you can't do that now, man.
Nah, you can't.
Like, that's crazy. They miss out on a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But when he said right now, talking about this nigga would be going so hard, it made me think of what Mama be saying about me talking about. He just got to do everything hard. Just everything hard.
Everything just so hard. Everything hard.
Oh, man. Okay, all right. Royal Rumble this year. Oh, Lord. We got some good matches. But, I mean, I know mainly, I've been getting asked about this all week. Everybody want to know who it is that we're picking and things like that. You know, so I guess we're going to go down the line and say who we're going to pick. You know, men, women, Royal Rumble. I already got mine. So, you know, for the men, it's going to be AJ Styles. Straight bias. Okay, I'll explain. I just think that's just the only thing that he needs to do.
Hold on. That nigga said straight bias. Hold on, I'll just explain.
But that's true. That is the only thing he hasn't won yet. So, I mean, he is AJ Styles. So, therefore, I mean, shit.
I don't care. I know people, well, who's he going? I don't care who he faces. If it's Roman, if it's Brock, I just want to see AJ Styles win the Royal Rumble. I've been wanting that for years on the cool. So debuted at the Royal Rumble. Okay, let him go ahead and kind of win it. Is he? Probably not. But that's who I'm picking. Women, Bayley.
Ooh.
I think Bayley returns. She comes back because what? Becky done won. Charlotte done won. Sasha's hurt. I think you go with the next horsewoman.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree.
I think that makes just the most. Because you think whoever she picks, you know she's going to make the pick entertaining. Mm-hmm. Then the build-up is going to be entertaining. and then the match should be good itself.
I'm so hoping that Nia's coming back because if she comes back at the Royal Rumble, she'll win the Royal Rumble.
You think she coming back to WWE?
I think she should.
Man, she ain't too much, man. She's sitting on that couch, dog.
Oh,
I thought she said she was done with
She
wrestling.
been working out shit, man. I don't know.
I don't think she's coming back.
Man, that sucks if she doesn't. But she should. But if she doesn't, then I guess. I feel like somebody new should win it.
Hey, that's what I'll save it, but for the men, I'm probably I'm just gonna say KO. I want KO to win. That's just because I want to. I just want him to. It's KO.
That's actually a good setup too.
Yeah, because I don't think he ever
So,
has. And then I picked him. I want to say a few
Dude,
years ago.
boy, in here. What's up, Will?
What up, Wilbur?
We just doing this podcast. What's up,
I go
Prince?
with KO.
Don't
But
talk
I'll
about
wait
man.
for
I
the
know
women.
what
I'll
you
let
want to
y'all
do.
do some picks.
I understand it.
But
What do
when
you
you say
know?
somebody new,
Once again, it's hard for me to pick because I don't do my picks like that. So it's a hard one because like I said,
Wait till right
when we're
before,
watching, I gotta have those four. In
Yeah,
the range.
and you gotta tell us how this thing is gonna work at your house. Cause see, here's my thing because you know it's gonna be some surprises.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
You know, so to
Leah's
me,
in it now. So,
yeah.
I mean,
even in the men's, I know we talked about this whole thing with The Rock because we know if you smell that shit hit, you already know who's
you know the
fucking
Rock's
winning.
gonna fucking win. Like it's just
So
So yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard for me to pick now, only because I know that I'm gonna.
I feel the same way. Bro.
I like I said, we narrow it down to who we want to win, and then if they've been thrown out, then you got your last four,
okay.
and then we pick off that last four.
So it still can work out.
Yeah,
what's up? Well, we finishing up this podcast we doing.
and that's men and women's. That's why it's so hard.
Roman wins everything. What? He's gonna join the Royal Rumble himself and win it? That's what you think?
Who did that? Somebody did that. CM Punk? Was it CM Punk that did this shit?
What?
Had the title and said fuck it, I'm going to fucking wrestle in the Royal Rumble so that nobody can fight me for the title.
For some reason, I feel like Charlotte is the first person that did
I'm
that
pretty
shit.
fucking sure it was CM
Somebody
Punk.
did that just a few years ago.
I know Charlotte's doing it this year.
Yeah,
Oh,
but somebody
Randy Orton
did
did that.
before.
He like lost the belt and then he got in.
Or was it Brock?
No.
Wasn't-
But CM Punk had the title.
Yeah, it was some.
CM Punk had the title and said that he joined it. I'm sure of this.
Okay.
Maybe I'm tripping, but he was like, and I think that's when he was with the group at the time.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh, I probably wouldn't even know because I missed that part of
That
seeing
sound like
Which
some
one? When it
Triple
was a
H.
Nexus?
That sounded like Triple H.
That sound like some
Nexus?
Triple H.
I don't think it was
shit, dog.
Nexus. Was it Nexus that he was? No, he might have been
Oh, it was
Straight Edge.
Whenever he had the long
It
hair,
might have been
right?
Straight Edge. It's like,
Yeah, that's why I said you probably right. And I ain't even gonna say I
think
remember
he
that
had the
time.
title,
That was whenever he
went
had
into the
cold
Royal
thing.
Rumble to
Yeah.
win the title, to win so that nobody can fight him for the title.
That,
And I was like, you're an asshole ass nigga, man. That's some asshole ass shit.
that's something he probably.
I think he ended up losing, but man.
Yeah, that's something I wouldn't put that past him.
That's CM Punk, man. That's
He says it sounds like some Triple H would do
that dude sound like some
That
Triple
sound
H
like
shit.
some
though.
Triple
Well, hell, he did it that year
That
with
motherfucker-
Roman. That nigga
that
came out at
motherfucker-
30. I still remember that Roman when he came out. He was 30. And that nigga came. His music hit. That nigga come out all slow and shit. I'm looking at the TV. I don't even know we was watching it together. I was
I
like,
think we were.
he pissed off everybody. I said,
Yeah, we
just
was at Abrams' house.
we were, yeah.
Oh my god. Sami Zayn gonna win.
Sami Zayn. Oh no, no. I don't see that one.
Sami Zayn might be.
But hey, I don't know. People, like I said, man, this is why I love the Royal Rumble. If I didn't say that before, like the Rumble is like my favorite event of the year, man.
In my head, I feel like it should be everybody's because it's that one time of the year that you're gonna see shit that you just haven't seen in a long time. I'm fucking Hacksaw Jim Duggan randomly comes out this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
and it's just like you're just like, dude, you got kids looking at you like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I mean,
one time coming out.
It's what make it's in
Oh,
a
man,
way
Todd, what's
sometimes
up?
it's what
Franchise
makes
player, what's
kids
up, man?
fans of wrestling, bro. Because the minute you see that Royal Rumble, you're like, this
What's
is
up?
actually
We
really cool
finished
thing to
doing
watch.
our
I love that shit,
podcast.
man. But we'll see.
Talking about the Royal Rumble right now.
I do think it's gonna be something that somebody who wins is gonna be probably you just like, damn, I didn't think that was gonna happen. But
Yeah.
I gotta go with KO though.
Mm.
So you said who's your dude? You said you think gonna win?
Shit.
I'm gonna be real. I'm not picking because it's too close to pick on the guy's side.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who's all in it. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Is Seth gonna be it? Is Seth gonna win the title or Seth gonna be in it? You know what I mean?
That's why I said it's
that's why
still a whole bunch, it's still a bunch
yeah.
of questions like. That's why I said it was easy for me because I'm picking straight bias.
Oh.
I'm going with my favorite. Period.
John Cena.
That's why it's like he may turn around and come back.
But it would be nice if
Exactly.
if Seth Rollins wins, and then your theory of KO winning the Rumble,
I think they
you just built a dream match that a lot of people were like, well, a build-up match that we've been wanting,
Yeah.
that we can imagine that could happen right now. That's
But
pretty
KO,
cool.
is that like a biased pick, or that's just like that's like non-biased? That's just like what makes sense to you.
both.
Okay.
I mean, he
That's
has
a bias
They
pick,
have
but
been
it
building him up
does.
the way they
Because,
building him.
yeah.
It kind of feels like he'll go in and win some shit.
We finally
He
got
just
that
was
gonna do
KO
something.
back, yeah.
Yeah.
But he just signed. Sammy just signed too though. So I mean, who knows what the fuck?
And
is
same
going on.
thing, man.
Like,
That's
nobody
comic
knows what's
relief
going
to
on.
me right now. That dude's straight.
I mean,
comic.
he is, bro. But I really want them to put him on a more serious. It could be Big E.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
I mean, that you kind of, but I think he's going to be in toward the end, and I think like
I do think that.
that. I mean, but you know, like
I
you said,
want him
it's
to
wide
dominate.
open. So you think about it like Riddle. He's another guy that he can use this shit.
Yeah, bro.
That's true.
Nah, man, Riddle win this shit.
I'm a Matt Riddle fan, so I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, I am too. You know what I'm saying? And would it be time for you? Do y'all think it's time? Yeah. Then even to Walter, what if he's there? Like it's so like I'm with you when you said like it's so wide open. Like you really like most of the time you kind of know by now. Like I can see where they pushing.
Yeah.
And right now it do look like KO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But KO turn around, get in there, and like I said, be right
Almost.
Because they trying to push it to be
Yep.
that way, and then they really it's not really like that. But
Yeah.
I think that it makes sense that KO could win because they're setting up for
And
something.
even what you
else.
just said, honest, like how they even gonna eliminate
That's
him?
what I'm saying, bro. Like you got so many motherfuckers out there right now.
He was another
Man,
pick for me too.
But you gotta make him look dominant.
Yeah.
He has to dominate the
gotta-
he got to dominate the Rumble.
That's what I was gonna say about Big E. Like, was Amos or the Amos, the big black dude, right?
Yep.
He has to dominate. But I feel like if Big E doesn't win, you have to let him at least dominate in the Rumble.
Oh yeah.
He has to.
He has to be in the final four, I think.
Yeah, he has to dominate it. Give him, he's eliminated the most people or something, or
Yeah, you
I
gotta
don't
have
know,
some accolades.
some type of controversy when he gets eliminated,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Can't just get eliminated.
Okay, here's something I got on IG from my boy Todd. Strong rumors that they want to end the brand split. So that brings up the question: do you think that they're gonna have
Unify
this
the title.
champion unify the title at Mania?
And
Do
I've
y'all
always-
even think that's a good idea?
I've always
I
fucking
think
said.
that's a good
I've
idea.
Yeah,
always
I don't-
fucking said this, man. If Brock Lesnar's here, Brock Lesnar has the WWE Championship. If they want to unify the titles, they're gonna do it with him.
Yeah.
He was your first undisputed, and he'll be your next first undisputed.
Yeah, you might as well, because
So then, you
feel-
shake the Universal Championship now? That's dead already.
I don't know, man. I don't
That's
know.
the only reason why I'm
This
saying
is
that
my
the
whole
Universal
thing.
is like still
we
kind of
still don't know. Like we know as consumers, and we watch it so much, we know which belt is the top belt. You know what I'm saying? WWE champion, it's top belt.
right.
Yeah.
Even though they're trying to push it like the Universal, but I
But
always
what's
say
being
whatever.
real,
No.
We're looking-
That's hard. Okay, so I always tell myself WWE should be the title
Top belt, right?
because it's WWE.
Right.
But I think the Universal trumps it. I really do.
Okay. I oddly I agree with you on that.
Yeah, because I think and this is just my thinking, is that the WWE title has been diminished in a way.
Yeah, it's
I
been
agree
passed
with that.
around so much.
I've said that
bro.
after black people started to hold that title, it was nothing. Like that's just my opinion, and I could be wrong about that, but I really feel that that's what happened with that title, and they had to make a new title because this got to be the new belt. This has got to be something that nobody else can hold except the people that we actually want to hold this title.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I mean, and people hate on that. People hate on me saying that, but I really do think that you haven't seen anybody who's black get close to winning that title yet,
Yeah, the Universal.
and it's not gonna happen.
You don't think ever?
Nope. It's not
Why
gonna
not
happen.
for a long
It's not
time?
gonna happen for some years. That's just, I'm sorry. Like, they're gonna do that title the same way they did the WWE title. It's the new WWE title. They're gonna make sure that when somebody does hold it of minority sense, it's gonna be sometime later in the future.
I can kind of see that's where they're going with
I
that.
can agree with that.
Because they ain't let nobody even close to that joke.
Yeah.
Or they'll move it
You
to Raw,
can't-
they'll move it here, or they'll move it back and forth.
Bobby Lashley got the push over here. Switch that title over here.
Yeah.
Big E started to get the push over there. Bring Big E over here to win the title on WWE with the WWE title. It's just how it's gonna be for it. Like, and I see through all that shit. Like I'm sorry, bro. And people can say it's conspiracy theories, whatever the case may be, but I've been just in wrestling long enough. Like that's
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, Todd said he would. Yeah. No, that's where we all agree. They have diminished the WWE title. Same with the IC. I think we talked about that the last time, where they just done the Intercontinental Championship. That shit is like a fucking crime.
Yeah, that hurt me.
That hurts. And most wrestling fans, it does, especially in our era. Knowing what that, I mean, I literally get upset about that because that at one point in time, that Intercontinental Championship was my favorite fucking title. You know, and they have diminished that title, so it's not even.
Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, "What, nigga? This is one of my favorite titles." I mean, that one, the Oval, but still,
Just the whole history of the
IC, that title, like. That's why I think the Miz with that white one, when he got that, he put it back kind of up there for a minute, man. For real. When he won, he kind of gave it back, and before he got it, he even said, or when he first got it, he said, "I'm gonna make this title more relevant" or whatever, and he did. Yeah. Even after he lost it.
That's the way I feel about the IC belt. I feel like that that allows the wrestler to build his identity, his true identity. It pours more into that wrestler than, you know, it being a statue of, oh, I'm a champion. It's like, nah, this is my identity. Now. Right.
So it is.
So
it's like, you forget who had it.
Yeah, you know, is who got it now?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I think the only reason I remember that because I just seen a picture of him the other day.
Yeah. And that's like, what are you doing with his, I don't want to get into that because that's a whole nother subject to talk about with how they're making these characters and they don't spend enough of time on letting the character be developed. It's like y'all shovel whatever, y'all had these big promos, y'all let this dude come out on his first time, and then we just supposed to know what he's about or his attitude or whatever. Half the time we don't even know if he's heel or if he's trying to be, face.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother thing with that. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be a good topic for the next one. Yeah, that's gonna be a dope topic. Like this whole heel face turn, we have half the roster we don't even know.
Yeah, it's like everybody's up in the wind, so we don't know the development. Like whenever you say a Bret Hart, we know what it took to build a Bret Hart. Yeah. When we talk about Shawn Michaels, we know what it took to build that type of character.
It's part of the
even the Triple H. We know the longevity of building that character, and you didn't get it just because you was champion of whatever belt. It took time of you building these storylines with people and whooping their ass and taking L's and all that. You know what I'm saying? And they're not. I feel like they did speed rushing everybody. Speed rushing. Yeah. And for a hot second, NXT were building these characters that we started to love and we knew what they were about.
I think NXT got it right. NXT started to do it the right way. Right. WWE needed to take from them, and Vince just didn't like where that was going. Right. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna destroy this. Yeah.
So I think he got pissed off. I really do. I think he was like, "Ain't no way this is building what I've been trying to build for the last 7 years or the last 8 years." So, I don't know, man. That's a good one.
WWE wasted so many talents, I agree. Roman's supposed to be healed, but he's getting more cheers week after week.
Well, we knew that was going to happen. Over, yeah.
As soon as they turned him heel, we knew that.
We knew that was going to boil out.
Everybody loves him now. So Vince got what he wanted
to happen.
They be waiting for him to say, acknowledge me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be just, like, man, like.
But you know what? I was going to say this, though, because I noticed this in the last promo he did on SmackDown. I kind of miss him already with Paul Heyman. He's talking too
I
much.
told you. I told y'all, man.
And you in the promo he did with he made the was that this the one they did the week before with Seth. Okay, that one's okay. He still was talking too much.
Yeah.
But this past Friday, that promo was good, but it's his mannerisms. You're not being the tribal chief no more. You're moving too much and you laughing and shit. Like now you going back to that big dog shit. That's just what I noticed.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed.
I've always said he needs somebody like Paul in his corner all the time, or somebody to talk for him.
Right.
And I think the Usos get it too, because he talks, but the Usos trying to cut him off.
Yeah, he's talking too much now.
It's like
so
the
it's
Usos like that's not you.
But that's where they can really capitalize on that bloodline. Let the Usos start doing the talking for them.
Let's see when
What
you
you know,
it's like,
because it's like they don't even let them talk no more.
No.
We all know that
and they all in the background like,
And they're Mike geniuses, bro.
Yeah.
man,
Come on.
they great on the mic.
Yup.
Nigga. Shit.
they insane on
Let's
that.
see when you put.
Yep, see? Yep, Todd, don't worry about it. He noticed it well. I said, I knew it wasn't just me, because I'm seeing, even though I did, whatever the video on it, I'm watching it, I said, like, you laughing and stuff now? Like, you laughing and all the stuff that people like, we notice, that other people don't notice, even how he holding the title. I'm like, you ain't even holding it. Like, I don't know, some people be like, oh, y'all pay attention that close? It's like,
just tell you how much we watch wrestling. I ain't even seen that, but I know exactly what you talking
what?
about.
He going, it's
I
like
know
he's
you
going
know.
back to that big
You
dog.
but
pulling
Chief,
it
you
back
don't
up
do all
and
that,
all
bro.
that.
The character that you all that moving around, you saying he doing, I ain't even seen this, and I know that's too much.
What?
You talking too much. You don't need the child of truth, dog. You don't need to do all that.
Right.
But see, that's what makes Paul Heyman. That's why I love Paul, cause Paul can disguise your flaws that you got with anybody. So you can't put somebody with Roman, but I don't know if it's really gonna work. It's gonna have to be the Usos, and they gotta talk, or you know what I mean? That's all the way.
I've always said this. Paul Heyman can make a fucking goldfish look like a fucking monkey.
Man, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's Paul Heyman doing that. Dude gets on that mic, bro. There's just nobody who compares to that man when he gets to talking.
No.
He's good at what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Keep him as a manager to fucking or an advocate to fucking Roman Reigns. Dude, like, figure out a way to put that back.
Yeah, and then that's what I just got a comment. They messed up having Paul break away now. It takes away from the aura of the tribal chief.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because his main aura was, I'm allowed you to talk to my advocate because you're beneath me.
Yeah.
And he ain't doing that. Whenever you said, like you said, he went out there laughing, doing all that.
Yeah.
I'm on God mode.
Like the line was tight. Like, and I'm like,
It was dope.
Yeah,
but it was like, you didn't have to say that, bro. You could have said, don't speak to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I'm sitting with the gods.
that didn't. He killed me with. And I'm going on vacation to WrestleMania. Shut the fuck up after that. He
Started laughing. I seen that though.
I said, you going back to where you at, and that's what and I'm like,
That nervous
Right.
laugh that he was doing with the John Cena whenever they was cutting the promos back in the cut.
Yeah.
Whenever they was doing it, he did the same thing with John Cena, kept doing all that grinning and laughing and all
See,
that.
he did the same thing even with Seth when if you go back, I think they had an old promo with him and Seth or whatever. He talking too much, and it's like, dude, like you had it. While like I don't know who idea that was to break him away from Paul, but
Didn't make sense.
they better hurry up and quit because you taking like you just said, you're taking away the aura from the tribal chief, man.
Yep.
And, that's my opinion.
That's what WWE does.
And they got Paul back with Brock. That's
For no
what he
reason.
said.
Again, it doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense
No
because
reason.
Brock's
Because
talking to
the
something.
Yeah, the new Brock is
Exactly.
basically
Brock's
doing
saying
his
right.
thing
What's
now.
he saying?
And more people like the Brock now
Yeah,
that he's
Brock.
talking more.
Yeah.
So again, it's like something else. It's like it doesn't make any sense. You know.
I think he should have stayed. Paul should have stayed with Roman.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be part of the storyline.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe he was gonna jump back and then he back with the bloodline.
Yeah.
But they shook everything up when Brock won that title. I'm like, ooh.
That's how you know it wasn't meant. It wasn't original. With Brock winning that belt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For sure.
So did everybody get they picks in already for
Yeah, we did all the women too.
You gave enough. Yeah, shit, I can't.
But yeah, we about to get ready to to wrap up here. So we appreciate y'all sitting. I think we went probably longer this one than on the other one, but we appreciate everybody with y'all comments and your questions and things like that, man. I'm just gonna say this with this podcast. Watch it, take a break, and then come back and watch it. You want to take breaks with this one because this one is really, really long. So you have to take breaks. It's good, but you're gonna have to really take some breaks and things like that. Shout out to everybody, man, that stuck with us, man, and rocking with us, man, throughout all of this, man.
Thank you.
So, shit, I don't know what else to say. What I can say is, okay, my name's Athens, the Phenomenal One. You can find me on Instagram, Athens_P1. On TikTok, the Phenomenal One, 124. Please go follow those pages, things like that. Like I said, I appreciate all the love and the support here on, from Twitch, on YouTube, from TikTok, everything y'all been supporting us with, man. And we got so much more to go, but we just starting. So, man, I appreciate y'all so much. IG, Facebook, everybody. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank y'all. Go follow my page. TikTok and Instagram is the same. The Fade King 210. Got some new funny content on that. My Snapchat. Thank you for people been watching on there heavy on Snapchat. Our YouTube, Twitch out there with Leroy's people. Thank y'all for tuning in. Just want to thank everybody who is watching that we know who's watching, and the ones that we don't know is watching as well. We'll catch y'all later. Thank everybody who's commenting, sending questions, sending your laughter and all that type of stuff. Just keep on supporting Hayes Evolution. Keep on supporting what you got. Your hard hitters right here. Elite 29. We doing it. So just thank y'all and appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Go ahead. Thank y'all once again. Follow all of us. Man, we got great things coming. We got great things that are going on right now. Check out some of the older stuff. Some of the older stuff will be coming down soon, but you're gonna be able to purchase that for your laughter time.
Yes. Hey man, once again, man, I appreciate being here. I appreciate my guys here who allowed me to be a part of this. Hey, it's great. I appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody on my Twitch, man. If you follow me, Silk14 on Twitch, man, it's fun. I had fun doing a whole lot of other things than just this. I know I owe some people some things to have redeemed some things in my chat, like push-ups and shit like this. Hey, look, I'm not doing that shit right now. All right, I'm gonna do that, man. I owe you. So the next time I cut my Twitch on at the house when I'm gaming, I will do those push-ups for you. Matter of fact, I'll add to them. But once again, thanks for everybody who subscribed today. Everybody who followed me today, man. Hey, I appreciate all the love. If y'all can, go follow my guys here on Instagrams and all their other social media, which I don't remember what most of that shit is. TikToks, fucking Instagram. I don't know if y'all on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook as
YouTube,
well, Snapchat,
all that good stuff.
Cash App, y'all want to Cash App somebody? My Cash App is what is my shit? The Fade King as well on that too. Shit. I'm gonna send some money
off the rails.
Whatever. But hey, it is 10:58 right now. We got a whole nother hour. Everybody, y'all not gonna be on at 12 o'clock. We about to get our asses off now. Everybody, can y'all send a comment or whatever saying happy birthday to my bro right here? His birthday is gonna be in another hour or so.
Oh, shit.
Before we get off, before real quick, y'all can type in happy birthday or send happy birthday, inbox him, go buy a t-shirt on our website, go watch some more of the videos just to give some views on there, go look at our TikToks, just something you can do. You know what I'm saying?
These are shirts from the phone conversation series that I have on TikTok.
I mean, if y'all in my chat, tell them happy birthday, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank y'all. My last day of being in my 30s. Going in my 40s, getting older, getting a lot less, I feel good. I don't feel like I'm 40, but I feel good, man. I feel good.
You all right? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm good. Well, now I'm about to start a whole nother fucking thing. Because I'm telling you,
once again, if y'all going through shit out there, make sure y'all find somebody to talk to. If y'all ain't got nobody to talk to, find an outlet somehow, right? Like there's other shit that you ain't got to do. You don't have to talk to people if you don't want to. But hey, find something to do. Yeah, nigga, punching bags, fucking, I bowl. Nigga, so I do bowling when I'm really going through shit.
Yeah.
Like yesterday when the Packers lost, killed me. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's where I was trying not to go. Cause I was about to say fucking the damn Steelers locked.
I wanted to fucking murder a fucking fan yesterday. It's no bullshit.
This whole panel we pissed off right now.
I was gonna go outside and like pistol whip a motherfucking 49er fan. Nigga, but something stopped me. I thought about bowling and I said, I'm just gonna go to sleep. But yeah, man, any of that shit, anything you going through,
Damn,
man,
wait a minute, hold on though.
find somebody to talk to.
The 49ers ran through both y'all squads, didn't they?
All right, well, y'all have a good night. All right, man, we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
He's trying to get it out, man. I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, you know what?
I just thought about that.
Be
though,
sorry,
for
you
real.
know, they won 2 or 3 games this year.
Man.
I don't know what the hell was going on with y'all last season.
I
To
knew
me,
that
I
was
feel
going
y'all good, but y'all did not play shit like it.
Nigga, 13,
I don't know why y'all lost to
4, nigga, and we let that.
I don't know, yeah,
Special
y'all-
teams is trash. Like I just, man.
Y'all should have guaranteed we won that game because nigga, y'all defense actually, to me, I feel y'all defense played pretty good. Y'all offense should have put way more points up than y'all did. That's just me.
We can't put a price. You got nobody to get the ball to.
Hey,
Shit, you can't throw
They
9 for
didn't have to
91 to fucking Devontae Adams and then 2 to fucking Adam Lazard. That's it.
see, you know what? I just noticed this. I can't be sitting up here trying to give kind of somewhat excuses to these two type of teams because he don't give a shit. He's gonna dog his team, not just trying to give his team praise. He don't give a fuck.
No.
That's how you know they real true fans of that team. And he already ready to go.
Like I said, man, y'all have a good night, man. Thank y'all. God bless. Drive safely.
Peace out, y'all.
All right, man. Hey, love y'all in the chat, man. Hey, baby, if you can, rate out for me to whoever it is you want to rate out to, and show somebody some love.
So next month, we're gonna try to do these once a month. So y'all take it easy, man. See y'all.
Peace.
All right, man. We should go.